some battle music might be interesting to see if that's a lot louder, because you've only thrown ambient music so
Yes, let's
far.
add one.
That'd be interesting.
Let's see, add sound file. Ooh, that's way too loud.
That's
See,
a lot louder.
So when that one comes up, I'll just turn it super down.
Oh, by the way,
Hooray
Dan,
for my!
go ahead.
I was just hooray for my brain for thinking of that. That's
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you.
So Dan, I talked with Liz and I had a look at her character sheet, and she is running a Circle of the Moon druid. So there's some pretty massive differences as far as wild shape goes, since like their whole shtick is they get to do cool wild shape stuff. So she can change into anything with as high as a CR3 rating.
I didn't realize that. Okay.
Yes, she can do it as a bonus action, and she can also expend spell slots to heal in wild shape, which normally like you can't do magic in wild shape. They can expend spell slots to roll a d8 per spell level to heal. Also, she can turn into elementals, but it requires both of her wild shapes, and she gets her wild shapes back on a short rest. So
that's good to know. I'm
I'm going to talk with her about like strategy and stuff. As far as like animals that she can turn into, I kind of went through with her and picked out some of like the more useful ones. We passed on things like polar bear because like obviously probably haven't seen a polar bear. But
I trust both of your judgment on that.
Like the dinosaurs.
Ooh, the dinosaurs! I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, I trust your judgment,
there's
both
a couple
of you on that.
Ones. What?
I trust your judgment on that. I don't need to see it at all unless you want me to.
I mean, you can look at it if you go to her character sheet and you go over to extras. They have a wild shape manager there that'll like automatically combine your like ability scores to give you your wild shape abilities and stuff. It's really handy.
Ooh, that's neat.
I didn't know they had. I gotta make a druid just so I can play with that feature.
It's so nice. It's so nice.
Yeah. I think I told you guys one time. I built an entire I just took an old deck of cards and just printed out like wild shape stats so I could just go through my deck of cards to pull them whenever I needed them. But that sounds better.
That's a good idea. Did I ever show you my spell book that I made? So
I think you did.
So I don't have much for cover, but I got the like baseball card sheets, and I cut these out, and they're not double-sided; they're just on both sides. This is cardstock that I printed it on. This is every spell in the core books. I have files for this if you want. I can send you the files. It's really easy. Just print it off on your printer, cut it with the scissors, make yourself a spell book for your character or something. I recommend it. This is really helpful for me because if I need to, like for instance, like get up to speed on Blink, it's right here. I sorted mine by level, but I'm sure you could sort it by like School of Magic and all kinds of stuff.
Dude, that's cool.
I wish I could have done it in color. I have a black and white printer, so that's the only real thing I wish I could change.
If you still have the file, you can take it to like UPS ground shipping and like get it printed relatively cheaply in color.
I kind of forgot about that. Did I ever tell you I used to do that?
I would do it for the Star Wars character sheets because they look so much cooler in color.
Yeah, I don't remember if I told you. I used to be the manager of a print shop in Washington.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
That job sucked. Speaking of manager, I sprung for proposing a manager position at the coffee shop. We'll see if it goes well, but basically it's turning into a restaurant.
That's cool.
And I said, guys, I've been here a year and a half now. I can see, I have the pulse for the company. I would like to propose to you that I become your general manager. And there was a whole, I talked for an hour and a half. I brought a whole bunch of material. I finally actually brought them my resume because they never saw it. They just hired me. It's like, here's my qualifications. Here's my experience, my education. Let's talk about this. And it sounded really promising. So
yeah, I mean, you got a lot
That's
of
a strong move.
you got a lot of savvy and skills. So,
oh, thank you. I hope it goes well. If it doesn't, I'll just probably move on. But if it does, that's cool. I've always wanted to be.
The best
Thank you. Thank you. I've wanted to be part of a small business. This would be a great way to do that again. So.
Yeah.
Anyway, enough about me. I want to say hello to Aaron and
hey,
get into it, I guess. Yeah, hi.
Hi.
Can't see you, though.
How's it going, guys? It's been a while.
It's good. It's good.
Good.
I missed it last week. I definitely did. But I can't remember. I think I told you I was having issues with the sheep getting out. It was pretty bad. Like they were. We had to dig a 8 to 10 foot deep trench to run a water line here, and the sheep were getting out, and I was just concerned that they'd fall into the trench and break their necks. Sheep
it sounds like a sheep move.
Yeah, so I needed some time. It worked out good for me to have that time to go take care of that, and also just take a break.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, a lot going on. So,
I'm sure I'm not the only one, but just as it approaches summer, thanks, Jared. You're technically correct. As it approaches summer, I'm going to be here more sporadically.
Okay.
So, just an FYI to everybody. There's going to be certain weeks that I'm going to miss during the summertime.
Okay.
But hopefully be able to make as much as possible. The biggest thing is I'll try to communicate that in advance as much as I can.
Thank you. Is that okay if we continue when you're not around? I don't want to leave you out.
Yeah. No, anytime I'm not here, please go on. Yeah.
Okay.
No, don't change things on my account.
Well, I appreciate
just giving
that.
everybody a heads up. Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
No, that'd be kind of a awful move to be like, hey, I'm going to be gone, so none of you can play.
Well, I'd feel bad if I didn't ask. So thank you, Aaron. I appreciate it.
Here?
For sure.
Any other housekeeping stuff? Any of you can think of?
What I could do? No, other than
No.
Okay. Sweet. In that case, I will give you the brief rundown of last week. So let's shut this music off. For Aaron, because he wasn't here when I explained, I'm using a piece of software to pipe through some sound, and occasionally might go a touch loud, in which case I'm monitoring that and I'll try to fix it. But let me know if I'm hurting your ears. I don't want to hurt your ears. That's the last thing I want. I like to set a soundscape. Welcome to, I think it's session 77 of Tomb of Annihilation. Part 4 of the Tomb of the Nine Gods. You have just cleared level 1, which is called, I never told you what the level was called, but now that it's done, I can tell you. Level 1 was called the Rotten Halls. And I think the reason for that mostly is because you are encountering undead, and there is a lot of spilled in jungle foliage that's coming in, as there's still little cracks of light coming in from the surface. You managed to make it through with only 1 character death and 2 NPC deaths. And to be honest, I think I had mentioned this. There were just few too many NPCs, so it was just very convenient for me to thin it a little bit. So that was kind of me trying to enable me as the DM to pay more attention to the player characters and not as much to the non-player characters. That way I don't create a situation where there's like too much of a health pool where like nothing's ever dangerous or fun, and also you don't have NPCs just like walking onto pressure plates when you don't want them to. So that was mainly the reason. So you're down to Artist Simber, Dragonbait, and Balin and Dex. So you still have 4, which might be a little bit on the heavy side. I'll move on.
Well,
from that
Dan,
topic.
if there's too many NPCs, we can just start using them as pressure plate detectors.
Dex is a great character for that, by the way. That's kind of his purpose, is to just
Dex,
be like,
stand over there.
yeah, all right. He's like the non-sentient, but also still conscious construct that doesn't feel pain. So, you can just fix him up if you need to.
Meat shield.
Back to level 1, you did end up finding 2 ways down to the next level. But while you were here, you cleared 3 of the 9 Trickster God tombs. Wongo, Papazodal, and Moa. Did I get that correct? I think I did.
Yep, I think so. Sounds right.
Yes. And upon reviewing, I definitely roleplayed Moa wrong the first time when you touched the tomb or the sarcophagus. Moa is not the one that yells, "Let me in." That's Wongo. So when I did that, I must have gotten my wires crossed or something, because she basically would have been a lot more passive and kinder in her request. So that's confusing. I'll do better next time. And you defeated the adamantine propeller. You passed your strength checks and saves to resist the iron rust statue. You managed to survive the gas explosion. You amazingly defeated the Wongo tomb without climbing into any of the chests. I was so impressed by that. I just, like, that one tomb alone could have wrecked 3 people and brought in 3 new characters. It was incredibly dangerous. You also spotted the Mimic, and did not fall down the waterfall. I think I said it was a few hundred feet down, if you were to fall down that waterfall. So that's a heads up in case you wanted to go that way again. That covers everything. Oh, the last thing, I guess, which was more like the first thing, Silbur just disappeared once you entered the tomb. So he's around somewhere. But other than that, level 1 is cleared. You have explored all of the rooms. And you have 2 ways to descend down into level 2. So I want to set the tone here, the mood. All right. Ooh. Is that loud?
Nope. No, that's good.
Okay. All right. Floor is yours. What would you like to do?
Well, guys, I think we need to push on. I think we should take this set of stairs that's closest to us here. I think it's probably less trapped than the big obvious set of stairs going down, if I had to guess.
I think it's probably at least more manageable. I agree. You need less eyes on us, not a big open foyer type situation. Before we go, can I ask how everybody's feeling? Does anybody need a touch of healing, a touch of blessings, anything along those natures?
Real quick.
I think we're all good. We just got in a short rest.
Eustace wakes up from his rest, stretches and yawns. Oh, I had a very strange dream. And then he all of a sudden, his eyes open super wide, and he looks upward like, "Yes, Savros, is that you?" And you like kind of put together that he's hearing a voice. He's like, "Of course, take me." And then Eustace, kind of like this glow comes around Eustace, and it looks like he's being like if you've seen the teleport spell, that's what it looks like. And then the spell like starts to form, and then you see these cracks, like these visible cracks appear in the aura around him, and the whole spell shatters. And then he looks around. He's like, "Guys, something's happening," and then he implodes into nothing, and just disappears from the room.
I'm like,
Well,
holy
what
crap.
the hell trap? What the hell trap just got set off?
Happened?
Yeah. Is that going to happen to all of us? What the hell?
That's the second person we've seen get dissolved in here.
Does anybody know?
Savros
Wait.
was his god, right?
Correct.
Yes, Savros was his god.
Dang, his god must be pretty powerful. Holy crap.
Most of them are.
But
Yeah. I hope that he was called to his god for a good reason, and that was just
I know,
a coincidence.
that was my exact thought. Is like, what a jerk for taking away a powerful companion.
I don't
Can
know,
I?
like he got
Of
sucked
when we
into his
maybe
own
need
belly
him
button.
most, I think it'll be okay.
I would like to actually pray to the god, be like, "Hey man, I know I've never talked to you before, and it's a little late in the game to start getting religious, but if you got any backup, we could use it." Thanks, bro.
Please don't do that to me.
Yeah. P.S. Don't do that to anybody else in my party, including me. Thank you.
It looked like he got sucked into his own belly button. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
That was very disconcerting.
For the cleric and the warlock, if you want to do some arcana checks just to see if like you want to glean a little information from that, you're absolutely welcome to.
I would be leaning more on religion check. Is that okay to roll?
That's fine too. Yep. Yeah, that's actually super applicable. I didn't
That's
think of
also
that.
what I would roll, so I'll just go with. I mean, I'll roll 2. But
Yeah, that sounds fine.
What do I need to roll for that?
Pop to 22.
So you remember that Savros is the god of wizards. It's not common for him to summon somebody to another plane. Also, you have a hunch that something went horribly wrong as he was being summoned to a different plane, and that was not supposed to go down that way.
Oops.
Well,
I mean, I don't know what to say to that. Like,
right, like something that can
I-
interfere with the will of the gods is very scary.
Yeah. I think
I didn't even think about that.
as is my custom for a fallen comrade, I'm gonna pour a little bit out for Eustace because I'm not sure that he's alive and I'm not sure that he's dead. But you know, either way, he disappeared in a way that makes it seem like he might never come back. So I'm gonna pour a little out for him just to be on the safe side.
Yeah.
As a last hurrah for your companion who has now departed.
Yep.
On the bright
I'll take a
side,
nice little tug of wine and
If he comes back, you know, I'll have a drink with him. But until then, I'll pour one out.
I'd have to say on the bright side, he didn't shriek in pain
That's
when
good.
it happened. So I don't know if that's because he couldn't talk or if because it wasn't painful, but he did not shriek in pain.
It's the kind of thing where a little delusion's going to go a long way for me. I'm just going to assume that it was because he was happy.
right. I've never heard of spontaneous spaghettification being painful. I think it just happens so fast that you just nothing.
Yep.
Yeah, so that happened, leaving you all a little confused and maybe a bit concerned, but what other... I mean, you're in the Tomb of the Nine Gods. I think those dispositions are probably quite welcome here.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, this upper level has been something that all of you have felt relatively comfortable in, as there's still a little bit of daylight. Like, you're not far from the outdoors. You kind of have this sense of, like, if we had to go, we're pretty smart, we could probably figure it out. And there's a bit of maybe a reluctance or hesitancy, or maybe those of you who are gung-ho might not experience that, but you might experience a little bit of just being unsure of what is to come, as going deeper means potentially more danger. It's going to be darker down there. You're going to be further away from the overworld, which is what you have all spent your time in so far. You've cleared dungeons before, but this one has quite the reputation. So as you had been short resting, these thoughts sort of they wash over you. You're mulling them over, thinking things are serious, but they're likely to get more serious. And so an ounce of caution is worth a pound of cure.
I'm down for that.
Yeah, no,
I'm down.
definitely kind of realizing I should probably listen to Zoran a little more. Voice of caution and reason that he is.
What I've been saying.
I have to say hi to Duncan. I see Duncan there.
Duncan!
Been a good boy. Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
Hi, Duncan. I miss
Dude, he's in
you.
heaven right now. He's got Zach and Jake there.
That's awesome.
That's gotta be Duncan's favorite times, when Zach and Jake are in the same room and he's there too.
He is not. Well, and we both have food, so like he's been plastered between us since he's had.
You guys know you're my best friends, right? Because you're totally my best friends. Oh, that's awesome.
Well, Artist Simber collects himself and he moves over to you to just see what your plan is.
I
think we
actually,
gotta hustle.
I agree.
I agree, but did our companion who just disappeared drop anything or leave anything behind as he did?
You know what? Let me check his sheet quickly. I did not consider that, but I
Had
can right now.
at least the serpent staff at the time that we quit.
I was
thought
thinking
he said he was giving that to Myra.
And he was sleeping, right? So he wouldn't have been holding anything.
You know what? Let's have him. So, yeah, we can cheese this a little bit if we have to. He can hand that
Yeah.
over to Marika. He's going to drop his. Well, none of you can use the spell book of Rosnisi, so that's probably not even worth mentioning. Unless someone's bringing a wizard if they die.
Nope.
We should at least take it. We know that's valuable.
Yeah,
Okay.
can't hurt.
All right.
So,
Let's give it to Balin. Balin, can you figure this out, buddy?
Morning. Nice day for fishing.
I want it in his hands.
He looks at you reassuringly. Morning.
Yep.
Okay, so he
More
has
important,
the...
just you saying that gives us the opportunity.
Yeah.
So he'll have the spell book. Somebody can pick up a greater healing potion that also fell on the ground.
Let's see. What do I have in the way of healing stuff? I don't.
I have
Oh,
my
I've got.
chalice, but
I've got 2 potions of healing, so I'm probably good. Greater potions of healing, that is.
I know we found some a little while ago and we divvied it up, and I don't think I took any because of my chalice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I've got 2 of those
But
as
I'd
far
be
as heals
willing-
go. Yeah, why don't you take it,
I'd be
Jared? I
willing
mean,
to.
you are kind of the keeper of the heals.
Yeah.
But
Jared,
that
I got...
was always my.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just saying that was always my kind of. I wanted you guys to have a couple so that I wasn't
Yeah.
one only.
Yep, and
But
I've got
yes.
2, so
If people have them already, I can take it.
Jacoby does not have one.
Oh, he should get one then.
Let's give it to him then.
Definitely.
I'm down.
Well,
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty comfortable with 2 on my person, and then knowing that Jared might have extras too is pretty great.
these are his other possessions that were in his sheet that aren't. I don't know why he added them as other possessions instead of actually putting them in his equipment. But if anything in that list is something you need, feel free to take it. Let's just write down for the sake of it. Balin has the spell book of Nos. Let me see. There we go.
Unless anybody's against it, I'll take the incense, the gold dust, probably the charcoal. They're spell components.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too.
I'm guessing Gedlin's gonna want the rosemary and the herbs.
Yes,
Herbs.
all of the
Yep.
herbs.
Yep.
For when
I
he
don't
finds
really
a
care
wild
about the-
boar.
Yeah. I don't really care about the bronze brazier.
He fought for it really hard.
Yeah, he
I
needed
don't-
it for a spell, but I don't think any of us do, so we might just leave that behind.
No,
Ooh, high quality parchment and ink. That's worthwhile. I'll hold on to that.
Somebody
I'm
should
not gonna
hold on to it.
I'm not going to use it, but I'll give it to someone who knows how to use it.
Yeah,
I'll
it's
put it in
definitely
my-
definitely a wizard thing though.
Nice.
Sounds
All right,
good.
so my inventory.
Very good. And I'm pretty sure I heard what you wanted to do, but I'll just clarify one last time. You want to go to this door here? I'm pointing on roll 20.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You're fully rested. Have you run the full rest on your D&D Beyond sheets?
Yeah, I think we all ran short rest.
Okay. Good. I'm gonna make sure
I'll double
that
check. I
Marika's
will, though.
was. Marika.
Probably didn't do mine. Let me check mine. Unless Dan, maybe you did mine for me, but I probably wouldn't have done mine.
Oh, I didn't
I
actually.
don't know if I need it. Okay,
That's a
I'll just hit it.
good
just
point.
So we can-
Oh, I see why you added it the way you did.
Jared, how would you feel about running Liz's character?
I could try it. I think it should be more of a group thing, but I can definitely watch it for sure.
Okay.
That sounds good. I just healed her for her short rest. And ran her short
I mean, I
rest
can't-
function.
I can't see her character sheet, can I?
You can if you go to campaigns under D&D Beyond, select our campaign, and then go to her character and hit view. You won't be able to roll dice or like check off spell slots or anything, but you'll be able to like look at it.
Oh,
You could try this
I didn't know
link
I could look at
too.
your guys' character sheets.
This link might help if you can't do it that way. There we go. Okay. All right. Shall we
Okay.
descend?
Yeah, I got it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay. I do have Soundtail open if anybody wants it. I posted the number in the chat. 69270. I still like the sound effects in it, so I might use some of those tonight. And the stone door slides open, revealing the hidden staircase. Just move Gedlin over there.
Yeah.
And as you descend into the dark, let me make sure that your characters are the right spot on the sheet before I give you vision. It's going to be a little bit tight of quarters, but we'll make it work. Right, and 3, 2, 1, you should have vision now. You might need to scroll to the left and kind of closer to the top in order to see where your characters are. All right.
On it.
Immediately upon entering, first of all, what was your method of approach? I'm guessing if Davri was leading like he has been in the past, he's being stealthy.
Yep, sure enough. I'm sticking to the sides of the walls and creepy crawling if I feel like it.
All right, I'll give you a freebie here. You see a tomb dwarf down the steps, and it gives you a moment of pause. You have the the enough time to warn your companions before they make noise.
Okay, I'm gonna put my hand up really quickly, signaling everybody to stop where they're at. Then I'm gonna try to perceive if this thing is like friend or foe. I'm assuming foe, but I'm just gonna try to, do my due diligence before murdering this thing.
Sure. Let's see. I think it would be wisdom.
These guys already won.
Wisdom insight.
Yes, and I would give you advantage because you've encountered them before.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know if you remember that, but that was like 3 sessions ago, I think.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, yeah, I got a nat 20, so I know its name.
Well, it's a wisdom base, so I'll give you some perception stuff as well, since you rolled so high.
Cool.
Foe, absolutely foe. You notice that he is a white. He is a dwarf that's been turned into a white. He, just like the other ones that you fought before, is wearing a green demon mask over his face. It's a little unsettling, as it should be, I think. And he is working on this table over here. He seems to be working with some bottles of liquid. You also hear movement in the rest of the room that is out of sync with his movement, so you can be pretty sure that there are more down here in this room.
Okay.
You also remember that this is how they came up to you in the first place, when you met them the first time.
Do I know anything about the bottles that he's got there? Am I able to identify them, or would I have any knowledge as to what those are?
They are too far away to identify.
Okay. I was thinking about being cute and shooting one of the bottles in the hope that it was bomb juice of some kind. But I think I'm just going to use my opportunity of my sneakiness to attack this guy with the short bow.
Okay. All right. Let's... you go ahead, roll that, and then let's have everybody do initiative while you do that.
Ooh, nat 1 gets a reroll. Thank you.
Sweet. I didn't roll at all last session. I get to roll this session.
Nat 20 on the short bow.
So
that doubles the damage, right?
It doubles the... Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so that should be 18 damage.
Excellent. Let me pull up his sheet. Yeah, get that prepared here.
Let me see.
I just
there we
wasted
go.
all of my good rolls.
Oh, I don't see anybody else, do I? Dang. Okay.
Would you say we get advantage on our initiative roll? No, never mind. No.
Okay.
Okay, I think I'm going to finish off my turn by moving forward a touch, just so I can kind of get out of the way.
Did you say
So
it was
I'm gonna
18 damage?
Right there. It was, yeah, 18 damage.
Okay, thank you. All right. Very good.
And yeah, I'll end my turn there.
What the?
All right. All right. I got Gedlin and the monsters on the initiative tracker here. I'm gonna get the NPCs. NPC's got a 5. Oh, that's could be better. Jared, are you able to roll Marika's initiative, or do I need to roll that one?
I can BS it well enough, so I did it. They got a natural 19, so they got a 27 initiative.
Wow.
Why is their initiative? I'm sitting here trying to figure out why their initiative is so high.
Probably took a feat.
That's crazy. I've never heard of
They
one that
must
high.
There's a feat you can get gives you like a +5 to your initiative.
That's dope.
Nice.
Aaron, you
Oh,
have
Lauren, yep, she's got it.
go ahead and roll it for yourself as well. You did get that initiative, or that what do you call it, surprise round. But I want to make sure you get this round here.
Yep, I got a 14 on mine.
14.
I am not seeing the turn order on roll 20.
I'm not either.
Oh,
Same.
okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for letting me know. Did that fix it?
So it's there, but there's no people in it.
Oh,
Yeah,
it might be. Okay, we'll have to put the numbers in again. That
Okay.
should be okay. Thank you for letting me know. I forgot there is a bug. If they're new tokens, you have to re-add them to the tracker.
Gotcha.
All right. Doffrey, there's Doffrey. Doffrey got a 14.
Yep.
14. Marika got a 27. Was it? It's crazy.
Yes.
Very good. Thank you, guys. Wow, with her incredible initiative roll, Marika is first. She's at the back of the pack, though. And also doesn't really fully know what's going on. So.
At all.
Right. I don't even know if she has dark vision, to be honest with you.
Does not.
Okay, so that poses a
No.
bit of a problem, I think, because I think there are no light sources in here. I could be wrong. Let me double.
No, I've definitely got a torch out because I can't see.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we roughly America can see everything I can see.
Okay, that fixes that problem then. All right, that also means that the stealth is basically gone, which shouldn't be a surprise. But that's okay. You're fighting now, so it doesn't matter.
Yep.
Let's get some. Yeah, what do you think she would do?
I mean,
So I can't see anything on the screen. So is Davri giving us a breakdown now that he started it? Are you telling us at all what's up here? I forgot to say it, but I would have spent the time during the short rest to do the telepathic bond for another hour. So you
excellent.
should be able to tell us ahead of time.
Okay. So I'm pinging you guys basically with what I'm seeing.
which is
Yeah. So there's 5 monsters. 5 monsters. 4 to the right, 1 to the left, and it looks like it opens up more to the left. So it's probably the long-term direction we'll go. But 5 immediate bogeys, 4 right, 1 left.
4 right, 1 left.
Yep.
How close are they together?
They are all within about 40 feet. The furthest 2 are 40 feet apart.
Okay. I don't. So just because this is a different character, as a group, do we think? I don't think she would go wild shape right away. Do you guys? I feel like a spell
Moonbeam.
is more likely. Moonbeam.
yeah, 'cause you can move it around. Use the blocks always. It's always a go-to of mine as a moon druid.
Need.
Cool.
You know way more about it than I do.
Within range.
Yeah, Zach, I think you're head of strategy for Marika while while Liz isn't here, and Jared and I will run the mechanics. So Jared, let me know how I can help running the mechanics, because I can see
Yeah.
the sheet, and I can roll for you if you want. Like I can
I
just
would-
have the dice roller up and ready. You just tell me what to roll.
No, that's not. I mean, that actually sounds great.
Yeah.
I was thinking the same thing, Zach, because that would actually provide a little light too. I'm just checking a couple of mechanical things. Yeah. So if you're, it doesn't say that it needs to be in sight. So I think if Davri is kind of explaining where we're at, I do think she could probably cast it right where she is. Silvery beam of pale light shines down in a 5-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder centered on a point within range. Until the spell ends, dim light fills the cylinder. When a creature enters the spell area for the first time on its turn or starts its turn there, it is engulfed in ghostly flame. On each of your turns, after you can use an action to move the beam up to 60 feet in any direction. So I think based on the description that we got from Davri, Marika would probably try to land it right Kirish,
Yeah, that's about right.
Okay.
Correct.
and it's a blind cast. So
Awesome.
I swear I'm not cheating.
I also want to give you a little bit of a description now that I realize that it's appropriate because Davri is here describing to you with telepathy just before the actual battle starts. Davri sees this. Old wooden benches and shelves along the walls of this chamber are covered with gears, chains, trap components, and cages filled with rats. Lit iron braziers hang by chains from the ceiling. Along the north wall, a stepped dais is set with a bulky contraption, an iron maiden of sorts attached to a network of steaming pistons, tubes, and bubbling vats of blood. 5 masked dwarves operate this contraption.
Hey guys, we're in a torture chamber.
What? Yeah. I almost need that again.
Here, I will post it in the Roll20 chat for you.
These guys are into some weird stuff.
I do not like this.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well,
Oh.
I think we found out who's been maintaining the traps.
Yeah.
Murder all of them.
Mm-hmm. Make it so.
Okay. Remind me what the spell does so that I can make sure I apply that effect to the affected tomb dwarves.
It creates a cylinder of moonlight in a 5-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder. So it's going to probably fill the entire room, chamber-esque kind of thing. It has an effect on shape changers. So if any of them are shape changers, let me know. So it just goes in there. It's going to give off dim light. Fills the cylinder. When a creature enters the spell on the first time on their turn or starts its turn there, they have to do a Constitution saving throw. So nothing immediately actually happens other than the room gets a little bit of moonlight.
All right. That should be reflected in the dynamic lighting now.
Yes.
All right. That's
And
Marika's turn.
the one thing I can't do is actually cast the spell on Marika's feet.
Oh, okay.
If you just
So
I can do that.
make
for
a
you.
note in chat, tell her to mark off a 3rd level or whatever.
yeah, we can definitely handle it later because I think we should be conservative with her character.
Yeah.
Sure.
For
Let's
sure.
not take all of her toys away. Pop off
Which-
all her 5th level spells.
Which spell
Let's
slot
do
would
this one
that
at-
be?
Let's do this one at 3rd level based on the mix of spells they have left.
All right. 1 slot ticked. Good to go. That moves the turn on to you then.
Oh God.
Sorry, lots of thinking.
Well, it's 2 spellcasters. I might not be the right one to do this with. Let me. You know what? Can I delay my turn in the initiative
Yeah.
order and let 1 or 2 other people go?
I could put you after Gedlin if that sounds good.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
Sweet.
Davri's turn.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna do exactly what I did last turn. Won't get my sneak attack, but that's okay. I will still, because I don't think I can effectively hide here to get sneak attack. Doesn't seem legit. I don't know how that all works, to be completely honest. But I'm going to just draw my short bow again. Actually, you know what? I'm going to pull out my rapier. And I'm going to go right up to this jabroni right here and give him the old stabberoo. Ooh, sorry, just kidding. Short swords, double attack. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, short swords coming out. First attack, 14 to hit.
I believe that hits. I lost my sheet here. Too many tabs. Yep, that hits.
Awesome. That will
I
do
got
9
the-
damage to him.
The song "Too Many Cooks" came into my head. Does anyone know "Too Many Cooks"?
I don't
No.
think
I know the state.
so. Yeah.
It's an Adult Swim video.
Like too many cooks in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Oh,
I could show you later. It's pretty funny.
interesting. Nice. Okay, second attack coming in. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. For 12 to hit. Probably not.
That one misses. You hit his demonic mask, which is made of kind of this greenish bronze, and it clangs off. Ting! Like a little spark.
Creepy.
Now the demon mask has an even uglier face.
Yeah. Let's see. I think that's going to be my turn. Let me just double check here. Yep, that's my turn.
Okay. Then that brings up Gedlin with Zorn after him.
Alrighty. Gedlin is going to obviously rush head first into danger.
Expect nothing less.
Here. And I will Eldritch Blast the guy closest to me, or I want to attack him with resistance. Nope. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast him. The guy just south of me. 2 Eldritch Blast.
All
that's
right.
a 10 to hit. I have natural.
Could you remind me which one? Thank you.
The first one is a 10 to hit. I'm going to guess that misses.
That does.
Second one is a 25. I'm going to guess that hits.
How did you know?
Because if not, we are in big trouble.
I remember specifically months ago, does a 37 hit?
That'll be 9 points of radiant damage.
All right. Very good. Anything else?
I'm trying to think. Yeah, I get these spell slots back, and I didn't use any for last rest. I will bonus action cast Hex at 4th level on that guy.
Same guy?
Yeah. Leaves me only 1 pack slot, but that's fine.
All right.
And other than that, I'm gonna yoke up like I'm ready to beat somebody in the face.
There we go. I had to fix the initiative tracker. I said tractor again. Dang it. I work with too many tractors. All right, we are on to Zorn.
Okay, Zoran
Name your
is
next
going
tractor
to.
initiative.
Where is it? Sorry, guys, I'm juggling a lot. Zoran's gonna do a Zoran special and use an emboldening bond. Up to 4 willing creatures within 30 feet of you. So I would be able to. I'm gonna move my full distance and kind of 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I want to get Jacoby. I want to get everybody. Everybody gets D4 to their attacks and saving throws. Once per turn, they can roll a D4 to add it to an attack roll, an ability check, or a saving throw they make.
Excellent.
That's my action. I think that's what I'm just gonna do this turn. I
Okay.
want to also remind you guys that you do know that there's this weird ability you can use your reaction to teleport to another bonded creature within 30 feet to take the damage if they get hit. Help.
That might come in handy.
Question: is it take the damage or like take the hit? So like
It's take the damage. So the reaction triggers when your friend gets hit, and you just teleport right next to them to take the damage.
okay.
Wow.
I
I was gonna say, otherwise we got to really stack some armor on somebody.
I remember
that's
that
the thing.
really.
It won't help.
Yeah, right. Otherwise, I'm saying, yeah.
That saved
yeah.
someone's skin in that dwarven dungeon way back when. I remember that.
Yeah, mine.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think I hopped in and took a hit. Yeah. So we should be able to dole out damage a little more evenly if we use that
Nice.
smartly.
Cool.
Cool beans.
Jacoby, it is your turn. I was just checking. You can get to the same space Gedlin's in if you want, or right next to him.
Okay, so
Where do you want to move to?
right here.
Okay. Got you.
And now you can see the enemies.
Okay. I'm gonna use Hunter Mark to cast.
Great choice. Which one do you want to mark?
This one right here.
All right. Oops, wrong one. So marked.
You want roll your attack?
This one right here. 11. Ooh. 13. 22. Does that hit?
Was that a 13 I heard?
22.
22.
22. I don't know where I got a 13 from. All right, how much damage?
Yeah, I'm next to you. We just reroll that. That's one. That's much better.
10 damage.
10 damage.
We'll pull this.
Hey, let me reroll your. How much? +1, so 11 for that attack. Go ahead and roll your second attack.
All right.
8, 28.
28. Does that hit?
Yeah, it does.
Jake, you are incapable of rolling an 8. Roll your damage again.
11 damage.
11 piercing plus 5 force. For
You
16
take him
total.
down. Do you have any particular way you want to take him down? Awesome. I'm gonna leave him here just for the aura effect of the blue, because that's where I put it. But he is dead.
And my turn.
All right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
That brings us to the NPCs, which I'm gonna rule haven't made it into the steps yet, because this is all happening quite quickly. So we'll move on to the monsters. The Toon Dwarf engaged with Dovry is going to take an opportunity attack as he runs over to the wall. So you're welcome to react if you want.
Yeah, I definitely will. Can I use the weapon of my choice, or does it have to be what I was just holding?
I think you can use whatever it would take a free action to switch to.
Okay.
Am I right, guys? I think so.
I think so.
Okay.
It gets weird, and a lot of times people ignore it because it just gets really bogged down if you get nitpicky about it.
Right. Let's just let it happen. I'd rather not nitpick.
Okay. I'll put away one stabby and pick up another stabby. Attempt to stab. Ooh, nat one again. Wow, rolling a lot of those.
You get a reroll that.
Yep, I have.
All out.
Yep. 16. No, you're good. You're good. 16. Yeah, 16 hits, right?
Yep.
Sweet.
Don't get the 1d4 you now have too if you need it. You didn't need it.
7 damage, and yeah, that would be it.
All right. He takes the slash from you and kind of arches his back in pain as he's turning around the other way. Oh! Oh! But keeps going. And he gets to the wall, and you hear a switch flip. Or a lever flip.
Uh-oh.
And
There's no chance that's good for us.
you hear a and down steps 5 foot off the platform a mangled mess of flesh covered in steel, rusty steel. He doesn't have his turn yet. That was just him being summoned to the battlefield as he was released from what is known as the Iron Kiln, which you can investigate later. It's pretty cool.
Wow.
Boy.
All right.
So if I got that description right, there was steel underneath and flesh on top. Is that correct?
It'd be the other way around.
Oh, okay, good.
Yep.
I thought I heard that differently.
Gotta protect
No,
that metal.
I was like, whoa, is this a robot? What's going on?
I probably described it a
Okay,
little
yeah.
strangely.
No,
Yeah,
I think I just misheard you. Yeah, that's cool.
The book describes it this way. An iron contraption shudders as it opens, releasing a hissing cloud of steam. Through the roiling vapor, an armored figure wearing a bucket helm stomps into view.
Nice.
And as that happens, this tomb dwarf comes up. 5, 10, 15, 20. This one moves up. 5, 10, 15. All right. These two over here are both going to attack Gedlin, and this one's going to attack Jacoby.
The one that entered the moonbeam needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Thank you.
Good catch. I was not watching the.
All right. Saving throw is Constitution based, so he gets a 10. I'm guessing that's a fail. Yeah, that makes
That's
sense.
right. So at 3rd level, that's gonna take 3d10 damage.
Ooh. That could do a dent. That could make a dent.
Not the greatest roll. 11 radiant damage.
Let's see if he takes any more from Radiant. Nope. Okay. Sweet. He takes 11 damage. Takes it in stride. Kind of shrugs it off a little bit. I mean, he still took it. And he and his friends make attacks. So, from left to right, for the Tomb Dwarves, I've got a 3, which misses. I have a dirty 20, and then I have a 13.
The dirty 20 just hits.
Okay. Dirty 20 hits. He is going to deal.
Who's he attacking?
This one is attacking Gedlin. You take 7 damage, and then they all 3 attack again.
Bring it, Unk.
Left to right, we've got a 14 to Jacoby.
Is that? Fail. Fail.
Fail, okay. I've got a natural 20 on Gedlin.
On
Which-
Gedlin? Okay.
Does 14 slashing. And then a 7th, which doesn't mean anything. Other than a miss.
Ouch.
And
They missed
that
Jacoby.
is- yeah, he missed Jacoby, but the one of the guys hit Gedlin twice. That is the monster's turn. I'll bring us back to Marika.
Is there a
Move
way that
Moonbeam to encompass everybody, or move Moonbeam to encompass the new enemy?
well, so if I move it to encompass everybody, you guys are endangered too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Actually, yeah.
Let me double check that.
I believe so.
Yeah, when you read it, I thought
when a creature enters, yes.
Yeah.
So I think it makes more sense to go move it towards the big baddie.
Yeah. Yep. I track.
And I want to move the moonbeam. It can move up to 60 feet, so I think it's no problem to move it to encompass probably that circle.
Yeah, you'll be able to get both of those guys with it if you put it on.
Do we put it on both of them? Yeah, we just put it right so it gets both of these two.
Okay. I'm running out of monitor space, which is ridiculous because I have 4 monitors. Here or closer to him? Oh, right there?
I think it can be. Yeah, I think it can be right on top of. Yeah, to get them both. Maybe
Okay.
closer to Davri, just so that if he moves to Davri, Davri's gonna move first.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Well, no, that's a good idea though, because if I don't move, but you wouldn't know necessarily if I'm gonna move or not.
If you put it on that guy, then when he starts his turn, he's gonna take the damage, and so will the.
Yeah. I want to have it so it's encompassing both of those two.
Yep. Yeah, good idea.
Right there?
But yeah.
That's perfect.
Okay.
It's all
Very
3
good.
parts done. Yep.
That's a. Oh, it's a full action to do that. Okay. That's fine. I think that's the right thing to do. Just does they have any bonus actions? Wild shape.
Bonus action Shillelagh.
Yeah, I think they'll cast Shillelagh on their weapon of choice, and that will end their turn.
Okay. Do you still want to
He
be a
doesn't have
couple?
something she can cast Shillelagh on.
She's supposed to have a club. Does she have a club?
I see a dagger and a javelin, so maybe the sheet just needs to be flipped a little bit.
Okay, let's add a club in there and real quick, because she's definitely supposed to have one. Club.
She also didn't take any spells above like 2nd level, so I will work with her for next week.
I feel like she has a lot more spell economy. Like she only has 11 spells. I was looking at that.
Go ahead and refresh the
She's got way
page.
more.
She'll have a club that she can apply Shillelagh to. And
For those of you who don't understand, Shillelagh only works on a wooden weapon, like a quarterstaff or a club. So she had metal weapons and technically couldn't cast it.
If you like the idea, I can keep you after Gedlin in the initiative to give you some time.
Move me 1 up. I think if I can go after Davri, just the little break was enough for me last time.
All right, on to Davri.
All right, I am gonna move just a tiny bit, but not much. I'm gonna move to. Actually, I'm gonna move a fair amount. I'm gonna move to right here, and then I'm going to take a pot shot at this guy with the old short bow. Yep.
Roito, give it a shot. Give it your
Sorry.
best go.
Oh, changed my mind. I'm moving just a little further, and I'm gonna hit him with the rapier instead. Okay, there we go. Let's do that. Rackety. Oh no, 10 to hit. Ugh. Wait, do I get a +4 for something? Plus D4?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna save me, but I'll roll it anyways. Ooh, 11. Unfortunate. Yep. Cool.
Bummer.
Hope you guys have better aim than I do. Yeah, that was gonna be cool, but now it's not. So, let's see, for bonus action, this is like, I'm gonna like, I don't know. There's nowhere to hide in here, so I'm just gonna jump on this table.
You know what?
Get the high
Why
ground.
not? Why not?
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, I'm getting my back to the wall. You know, I'm ready to fight.
Get the high ground. Yeah.
The only
you got it.
unfortunate thing is I don't have a sound effect of Obi-Wan saying that. Maybe next time.
Yeah. And that'll be my turn.
All right, Zorn, you're up.
So Thorin will go ahead and. What's the rules for casting when you're in range of something? You have disadvantage on the attack roll?
I'd have to check.
I think I have some sort of disadvantage, but I'm gonna guiding flame. Probably the big guy, honestly. Sacred flame, not guiding bolt. Sacred flame. So I need a dexterity saving throw from the big monstrosity that should not have high dexterity. Right? Right? Right?
I think
We'll
so.
find out.
Does this? This is what Google told me. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but it's a saving throw, so I don't think I'd get an effect.
Okay. And survey says it was Dex, right?
Yes.
16. Amazing roll on his behalf.
God
Yeah.
dang it.
He got a -1. Not terrible.
Bullshit.
Dan's cheating.
It does
Sure
nothing.
he did, Dan. Sure he did.
It was such a good idea.
I have on the recording DM Dice accountability cam right there. I labeled it and everything.
That's awesome.
I trust you. Okay, so damn it. So that's my action. I don't believe I have. Is it worth doing that? I'm gonna, as a nope. Well, it's a cantrip. I'm going to cast spiritual weapon as well. It's a bonus action to cast.
Okay.
You create a floating structural weapon. When you cast a spell, you can make a melee spell attack against a creature within 5 feet of the weapon. So I will make a melee spell attack against a creature within 5 feet of the weapon. Interesting. Let's go ahead and just cast it right with these guys. I'll just right there. And then I'll
What
attack
does
the
the spiritual weapon look like?
That's a good question. I think when it casts, it's a spectral form of the mace that you guys know that Zoran has. And if you remember, his mace has been like carved up and is hollow to the point that it would like not work as a mace. It would definitely break. But the spiritual weapon is solid and fully formed, as if it was fully battle ready.
What was the name of the first one you cast?
I cast the cantrip Sacred Flame.
That's what it was. Okay. I thought so. I just couldn't remember.
Yeah, and so because that's a cantrip, I was thinking I could cast another spell.
Absolutely. I was thinking of that. Honestly, I'd rather drop that rule if it bothered people than hold fast to it, because I think it's kind of annoying. But if you guys are,
I think
cool
you
with
have
we'll
to
keep
do
going.
it.
Yeah,
I think you
would
have
take
to do it.
extreme advantage of you if you let me cast.
I
myself.
think so. That's the downside.
And it completely gets rid of a class feature for sorcerers and just
does it?
sorcerers.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, thank you for cautioning me against that then, because I would rather not break things that much.
Yeah, dude. I will turn into an absolute terrorist if you let me cast 2 spells.
Yeah, it really breaks. All ranged attacks are at disadvantage. Okay, so whoa, can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I can hear you.
Did that use up your action economy?
Alright. Discord's broken. I'm gonna type in the chat. I'm
Oh,
gonna
he
attack
can't hear us.
that nearest
I see.
one, and I'll throw out some rolls on the Roll20 chat.
Okay, we can hear you. I don't think you can hear us though.
Oh, wait, I just hopped back in.
Oh, are you back?
Can you hear us? Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Can you hear us now?
I can hear you now. It just popped back in.
Good. Awesome.
That was
Okay.
odd.
I was thinking I was gonna have to reload, so I was just gonna throw my rolls into the chat. But here we go. Ready? Ready? Attack. Natural 1.
Halfling.
Oh yes! Oh my god!
I was going to ask if that counts for switch weapon, but it would have to. Yeah,
You would think, right?
I would think because
Uh,
it's your spell.
It's still part of it. Anytime you roll when you attack, right?
Right.
That's specifically Lightfoot halfling, right? Am I right?
No, it's all halflings.
Oh, it's all halflings. Okay.
Yeah. It's just halfling luck. When you roll for an attack roll, and spiritual weapon does say make a melee spell attack. So yeah, I think I get to reroll it.
I would say that.
There's a you can get as a halfling that lets you like use your reaction to extend that luck to other people. In your
Ooh.
party. Yeah.
So you're like a lucky leprechaun.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Okay, so I assume a 19 hits that guy.
Mhm.
It is 10 force damage.
All right. Very good. And that was from your spiritual weapon. Do you have any more attacks?
No, that is I'm full
Okay.
out of action economy there.
All right, then Gedlin is up.
Gedlin will make 2 sword attacks against the hexed individual.
Okay.
Natural 1 for a reroll. Oh my gosh. And I rolled a 1 and then I rolled a 2, so I'm going to roll my d4 for a 1. Does a 12 hit?
It just misses.
Bummer. Attack number 2. There we go. Dirty 20.
Oh yeah.
That will be 11 piercing and 5. What is that? Necrotic, I think. Yeah, necrotic. Hex's necrotic.
All right.
Would the D help that first roll?
It didn't. I used it. I got a 1.
Double checking.
Darn.
Yeah.
Good thinking.
Let's see here. I think all my other bonus action spells are concentration. Yep. All right. I will take a defensive posture after shouting, "All of your mothers were goblins," in an attempt to antagonize the enemy.
With their free action, they snarl. And the snarl communicates to you that was a really rude thing to say, and you hurt their feelings. It's Jacoby's turn.
Jacoby's can use Hunter's Mark on the big one.
You want to move Hunter's Mark to the big one?
Yep.
Up here?
Yep.
Good play.
I think that's a good idea.
Solid move.
We got to start chipping away at his health again.
Oh. 26. Does that hit?
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
You find the space between 2 armor plates, and your arrow sinks into it.
Is that a 12?
That is 12. So that's 12 piercing damage and 5 force damage. Go ahead and roll your second hit.
All right.
Ooh, 23.
23. Does that
That
hit?
hits.
Max damage.
What's that?
So that'll be 13 piercing and 1 force damage for 14.
Excellent. The creature lets out a bellow. It's just, if he wasn't paying attention to you before, he certainly is now. Specifically Jacoby. He turns to face towards you, so that on his turn, he can rush over and smack the living crap out of you.
That's right. That's right. I end my turn.
Awesome. Realized I need to move an NPC in here. Grab him. I've got Artist Simber in the staircase now. And he stumbles through and kind of pushes his way through Zor and says, excuse me. And he decides to stand north of Jacoby and make 2 bow attacks of his own. That. Whoops. Knocking stuff on the floor. I'm realizing I have his character sheet at hand, so let's see here. Oh, that's right, he can make 3 attacks. It's not 2, it's 3 with his longbow. Let's see here. In this case, he actually decides he's not going to use his longbow. You see him reach out his hand with his Ring of Frost. Do you remember his ring?
Yes.
I know he had one.
All right. He is going to cast Flesh to Ice on the flesh golem that is in the armor.
Ooh.
Right. The subject, along with all its carried gear, turns into a mindless, inert ice sculpture. Let's see, he needs to do a saving throw. Con saving throw. Okay. Whoa! I thought I fixed the problem with my dice falling out of the dice tower. Guess not. Ah, twice in a row. What's going on here? I need to get this problem fixed. It's really an issue. There we go. He fails! He fails. So, good news for you guys. Tomb Dwarf just becomes a frozen ice statue. He's just completely frozen solid. I don't have a good marker for that, so we'll just use the raindrop. That means he's dead. So.
Cool.
As
Unless not to worry about.
as Artis takes his ring and on his hand, and he just extends his hand like that, almost like he's doing a force push in Star Wars, and ice emanates. You can see a bolt reach across the room and strike the Tomb Guardian, and he becomes a statue of ice, taking him down. Monster's turn. Tomb Dwarf inside of the Circle of Moonlight, or whatever it's called, has a con save? Is that right?
Yes.
Dang nabbit, I gotta fix this thing. Oh, he got a natural 20.
Dirty.
I know. I didn't touch it. I didn't touch
No,
it.
I believe you.
You can see it in the video. It was just between 14 and a 20, and it slowly settled on 20.
Yeah, we just got bad luck today.
Does the ice sculpture also take damage?
It starts to crack. We'll do that. It doesn't have a will of its own, so it can't do a con saving throw. 1, 2, 3. Tomb Dwarf moves over to Artis Simber and makes 2 battle axe attacks. Natural 20 and a 7. Which is not even worth mentioning. So there's 14 damage done to Artis Simber. We have the same lineup of 3 from down below, attacking in the same way they did before. 1 to Jacoby, 2 to Gedla. I gotta fix this dice tower. This is terrible. Alright, so that's a 17. A 23. And a 19. 17, 23, 19.
Is that against Midland?
23 and 19 are. 17 is against Jacoby.
I hit.
17 hits and the 23 hit.
Okay. That would be 7 damage apiece.
Not bad.
Do you guys think America would use that the protective bond to teleport and take one of those hits for Gedlin?
Not yet.
Okay.
I mean, he's looking a little rough now, but
He's been
Yep.
worse.
Sorry for asking above table. I just don't want to overplay America.
This one?
I think that's the right thing to ask.
Yeah.
All right.
I could go either way on that, to be honest. Yeah.
Tomb Guardians down. Yep. Okay. On to Marika, however it's said.
I'm just working on getting you all to pronounce it incorrectly.
You succeeded.
America.
That's all I keep hearing out of Jared's mouth. Merc.
Yep. Yep. Marika. I think Marika's just gonna do the same thing again and use their action to move that moonbeam because it's useless where it's at now. And I think it can just move straight through all of us, and if it gets centered on this square, it'll get all 3 of them.
That's very fair.
And nobody else. And then they have a bonus action, so they're just gonna cast Shillelagh again, but actually don't do anything, and that'll be the end of their turn.
she's also guarding our back. Okay, like she's watching the stairway.
Yeah, it's not. I think they're doing great. They're concentrating on Moonbeam.
All right, Davri.
Okay. Well, Davri's a little surprised that the big guy's down.
I would be
But yeah. I'm gonna just stay in my little corner here and take a pot shot at the same guy I tried to hit last time.
too. All right.
But I really like switching my weapons up, so I'm going for the old short bow this time. Being superstitious that I missed with my rapier attack. There we go. Okay, 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
Sweet. Let's go for 5 short bow damage, piercing, and 17 sneak attack for a total of 22.
Oh, wow.
And then we're going to do some wails from the grave to that one and the one directly next to it.
All right.
Okay, so we'll tack on 11 to that.
That is a great strategy.
Yeah, it's a good combination. It's really the, like, if I have that option available, I take it every time because not really cast or anything. So
Well, it's awesome.
yeah. Okie doke. I will snicker to myself and stay in the shadows.
How did the sneak attack? Oh, wait, what did the whales from the grave do? Sorry, I missed that.
Oh yeah, that was 11. Yeah, 11.
Okay.
So it was 22 and 11, 33 total to the closest one, and then just 11 to that one.
All right. This one with the X on it hears, "Your mom is fat," and then he dies.
Awesome.
And or no, it's something better. Like your mom was a goblin. He's like, ah, dies.
Yeah.
Your mom was a fat goblin. Ah!
She never loved you.
She never left you. You were adopted.
Yeah.
And then it becomes Zorn's turn.
Zoran is just feeling really spunky and is getting cranky about things not working, and so he's just like stubbornly does Sacred Flame again on the guy nearest him.
Okay.
It's a dex saving throw.
And we have 16 again. I can't believe that. That's the same roll as last time, isn't it?
If it was, then I read the wrong number because that didn't pass. But I'm gonna do damage this time. Hiya!
All right.
14 radiant damage.
Any particular way you want to kill him?
I mean, it's just a cantrip, so it's nothing too exciting. I think you see the like top of his head starts to smoke a little bit, and then his eyes go really white, and from the inside he just kind of explodes.
I like that. That's cool.
Nice. That is pretty cool.
Well, you put a frog in the microwave.
That's what happens when you
Yes.
toss a white in the microwave.
Yeah.
All right, Gedlin, you're next.
I will move Hunter's Mark to this guy and make 2 sword attack. Kidding me. I'm gonna use my thing. 17 to hit.
That'll hit.
That'll be 11 piercing and 2 necrotic. Second attack, 17 to hit again. 11 piercing. And it's 2 I'm calling bogus. 6 necrotic.
Well, I guess it's safe to say you don't have weighted dice.
I'm using D&D Beyond, so I don't know.
You get the subscription for the weighted dice.
Yeah. I pay extra.
I pay extra to cheat, so I have no fun.
Exactly.
Anything else before Jacoby?
That's pretty much it.
All right. Well,
Well, I can
Jacoby, you have 2 foes you
Okay,
can attack.
I'm gonna hit the big one. Big one's down. I can either attack that guy or that guy. I'll attack that guy.
North one.
Yeah, you can move Hunter's Mark up to him. $17.
That'll hit.
$7 damage. Reroll that. That
Yeah,
was
you can do better.
a little better. 9 damage.
9. Welcome
9
back.
piercing and 2 force damage. Go ahead and make your second attack. 27.
27 will hit.
Especially you can't. Oh, I think you can. You can per attack. But you 2 attack. Okay, reroll that one again. 11. 12 piercing and 6 force.
You kill him. How do you want to kill him?
Pow! 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 Pepper him with arrows. Just.
I was like envisioning in my head, like 4th of July fireworks going off as he dies. Very American death. Okay. Let's see. Brings us to the NPC. Oh wait, no, he's got another attack, doesn't he? Or did he use it?
No, he used them both.
Oh, okay. Do you want to move? Or are you good where you are?
I'm good where I'm at.
Okay.
Hey, my friend.
Artist Simber runs over to the last one and yells, I'll take care of him. And rolls high enough that he takes out the last 4 hit points of this Toondorf, ending the encounter. Alright, you now have 5 dead Toondorfs and 1 dead Tomb Guardian on the floor.
I'm gonna go over and behead the ice sculpture just to make sure it's dead.
Nice.
I don't want this thing thawing out and coming back.
Yes. It explodes.
That's what I was going for. I don't want to roll it. I don't know how this place works. I'm not taking any chances I don't need to take.
Yeah.
Was that thing always there, or did it like come out of the machinery, you know?
It came out of a like a thing opened, and it came out
Tube.
like a hatch,
Often
metal hatch.
thing.
What was the thing called? Dan told us what it was called.
It was the Iron Kiln.
The Iron Kiln.
Wild.
Yeah. We should inspect that. We should go take a look and see what that thing's all about, and if more demons are going to come out.
I'll come over there. I'll investigate.
Yes, I want this. Do it.
I'll give you guidance because I want you to check it as well.
Jacoby, come poke this thing with us. Poke.
Okay.
Poke.
Okay. Where?
That's a perfect
24.
impersonation. Did I hear
Yes.
24?
24.
Okay. You find this.
Cool.
Ooh.
Look closely at the image. Tell me what you see in there. If you don't see it, I'll read it to you.
Creature in there? Is there like a fairy or something trapped in there?
It looks like it, yeah. I'm seeing hands very clearly.
Yeah?
A restless
restless
spirit is
spirit.
trapped inside this lantern.
Yeah. Do you want to try to figure out like what it is? There's multiple ways you could try that.
Absolutely. 300%. I want to figure out what this is.
Yes.
Is that an investigation check?
It could be a check. It might not require a check.
Either way, I'm going to say a little prayer, cast guidance on myself, Manuma de Patria Filii Spiritus Sancte, and investigate.
I know what that is.
I do too. Very funny.
That'll be a 17.
Hello? Hello? You hear the
Cheetahs?
sound of a woman's voice coming from the ghost lantern.
Bedlin? Or I already forgot Liz's first druid's name.
Velmira?
Amira?
Oh wait, no. What was it? Becknu. There we go.
Is that you?
No, this. No, my name is Starfallen.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
What are you?
She is a female moon elf warlock. She explains to you that she has been trapped in here for almost 1,000 years by a Fomorian.
I don't know what that is, but it sounds terrible.
A Fomorian, I believe, is a nasty giant of sort.
Ooh.
Can I roll
Nope.
a thing if I know? Can I roll history for Fomorian?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh yeah, 23.
Yeah. I'll just tell you what the wiki says because it'll be more accurate. Fomorians were a race of giant kin hideously deformed by an ancient curse, considered to be the most hideous and wicked of all of the giant races.
Yeah, they're like the cursed form of giants.
Yes,
Like what a hag is. What a hag is to normal elves.
She said after she died, her soul was trapped inside of this lantern. And she was dropped here by a previous adventurer by the name of Seward, who had been in the had explored the tomb, and she says Seward didn't survive. You actually killed his undead form by changing him into ice.
Oh.
I look at Sildor accusingly.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at my shoes like, oops. Because I totally would have done the same thing.
Well, she said undead. I'm sure she understands.
Yeah. Sorry.
Are you comfortable in there?
No, but
Oh, no.
I cannot leave. I have gotten accustomed to it.
Well, I tell you what. We are in the process of trying to stop a very, very terrible thing from happening. If you don't mind working with us and helping us, I will make it my personal mission to get you out of there as soon as we're done.
Please
he'll do
take
it.
me
I
with
trust
you.
him.
Take
Yeah,
me with
he'll
you.
do it.
Even the companionship is worth it. I can't be alone. And even if I am, the Tomb Dwarves will come back. They will just reset everything.
Gotta break everything.
Have you found that out yet? How long have you been in here?
Less than a couple of hours. I think it's probably been here, what, like four hours maybe?
Yeah, I kind of lost track a little bit, but I'm pretty sure it's like 1:30 or something like that.
Yeah.
I will just go with 1:30.
We've been
It's
here
close enough.
4 or 5 hours.
It feels like it's been a while.
Yeah.
As far as I can, yeah, it feels like it's been like 4 weeks.
Right. It's been a few hours. It felt like a couple weeks. Yeah.
Well, I have trouble remembering things, but I'll do my best. I promise. I will help you.
What sort of things can you do aside from, just great conversation skills?
Okay. While you hold the lantern, you can command her as a bonus action to shed bright light in a 30-foot radius and dim for an additional 30. While holding the lantern, you can use the action to order the spirit to leave the lantern and duplicate the effect of a mage hand, but the spirit returns when to the lantern when the spell ends. It can magically stabilize you within 10 feet of the lantern if you fall, then quickly returns. And the spirit is bound and cannot be harmed, turned, or raised from the dead.
It's a
And,
Zelda berry in a jar.
Pretty much, yes. It does look like you can dispel it if you want to, but she may not have any control over where she goes if you dispel it. So, just a heads up.
So Zoran is already holding a torch. Zoran, do you think you should hold on to this thing?
I was gonna ask. It seems like a better option than me lighting torches over and over. It seems like I can turn it off should we need and not waste, a torch.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what did she say her name was?
Her name is Starfallen, one word.
Starfallen. I'm gonna entrust you with my good friend Zorn. He's a very holy man, very trustworthy. If you could assist him, I swear that I will make it my top priority to figure out how to get you released and onto the next life.
Yes.
No being should be trapped past death. That's
Thank you. Thank you.
unacceptable.
I should second that promise as well. Once we get into more. I wouldn't want to release you in such hazardous environments as this, but once we get to a safer threshold, I would endeavor to release you from such a prison.
Do any of you speak Elvish?
Yes.
I miss talking in my native tongue. It has been a long time.
I lied. Yes.
Oh, nice.
Oops,
Me
I
too,
forgot.
actually.
I actually know Spanish. It's okay.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's good, though. Yeah.
Wait, am I the only one that doesn't speak Elvish now?
Apparently so.
Oh, that's funny. She also speaks Sylvan, so I think Gedlin speaks Sylvan, right?
I speak Celestial, Common, Halfling, and Primordial.
Oh, darn it. I must be thinking of Petal. Okay.
Petal spoke Sylvan, yeah.
Those are wild
Ah.
languages, dude. I said to her, "Alos billion dwell dip est," and then I start laughing, and as if none of you get the joke.
She laughs in return.
Jacoby speaks Elvish.
She speaks to Jacoby for a moment, greeting him in a noble manner.
Nice to meet you. I'm Jacoby.
She says, likewise in Elvish, and then asks, let's see. She's gonna want to check with you to make sure that you're like up to date on some information here, because she said she lost Seward on this level, so she hasn't been any deeper. So she wants to know, like, do you know anything about these tomb dwarves?
They're
We have-
bad though.
We
Yeah,
have
we know
fought
they
several of them.
they fix things and reset traps down here. Other than that,
Yes.
um,
There is what amounts to an infinite number of them. They are brought back. Somebody must be controlling them. We never got that far, but Seward figured it out. We also lost the rest of our company. We were with the company of the Yellow Banner. Spent some time in Omu. Finding this place, we found all of the cubes, and we got here mere weeks ago. Once we stumbled into the tomb, we realized that we were underprepared. Several of our company got separated, and I haven't seen them since. And one of them, I think I heard die not long ago. Maybe only a few chambers over. I don't believe any of them has survived. I'm the only one with knowledge of that party. This is a terrible place. And as she's talking to you, you notice like this place is dark. It's quite chilly. It's a lot chillier than the level you're on above. And there's no more heat from the jungle seeping in. Like you can feel the cool of the earth now. It's probably a good like 20 degrees cooler down here, and you can probably expect it to get cooler as you go down deeper. There's a bit of as mentioned, there's a bit of a gust of wind blowing that chilly air. You can feel it coming in from the south portion of this chamber. And then you hear off in the distance a scream. Very muffled.
well,
Definitely distant.
we should probably get moving on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the opportunity to like smash all of the vials and try to wreck this workshop as best I can. I'll
All right.
release all the rats, I guess.
I think let's take a 5-minute break so I can figure out the next chamber or two, or refresh my memory. And Liz said she wanted to call Zach while we were on a break. I just remembered that.
I mean, I'll give her a call. She did her Liz ADD thing and did the time change backwards, so she thought we were in the middle of the game while she was saying all of that. So we did chat, but I'll give her a call just in case she wanted the update.
Oh, okay. Sounds good. All right. I'll be back in 5 minutes.
I'm gonna get.
rounds, and then hopefully this guy Lindy is good enough to throw to him so that he can do that. But
Yeah.
So I gotta fill you in on what just happened. Weird situation. The calves broke out and they were running amok in the property. So I had to run out there and get them away from the trench so they didn't fall in. And my folks are coming over and we're gonna have to go put them back in. So I'm gonna keep my eyes peeled on my phone for a text message. And when that happens, I'll just have to run away for about 5-10 minutes.
totally understandable.
Awkward, but
You're good, man.
I don't want them to fall into
LOL.
the trench.
Did you ask them
Alright.
to roll initiative?
No, they broke the rules and they just ran.
You're just taking free bonus actions all over the place? Come on.
They're not listening. They're not following how this works. Silly creatures, animals,
Nice.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think they are following how it works, actually. You weren't close enough for a reaction opportunity attack.
That's true. They were 10 feet away. They were not within melee range.
Yeah.
Nice.
And all I have is unarmed. Okay. I am ready for the room south of you now. So I'll go ahead and open that door so you can see. Those of you with the vision or light source can see that there is a kind of a roundish room, and I think you can kind of see it. There's a couple stairs in your view that seem to be going down.
Yep.
Kind of move you in that general direction, but not all the way. What would you like to do?
If there's a light, I say we just kind of sally forth. Not trying to be extra sneaky, but do we go up or down, guys? What do you think? Well, it looks like maybe there only is. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just gonna walk through the doorway. Whee!
Okay, it opens up your view a little bit more. You can see that
Yeah.
there's a tunnel to your left as you're looking at, and to your right as you're walking.
Yeah.
I would still have my torch out as well. It is nice to see that there's a lit torch here. It's also slightly disconcerting.
Yeah. It's like there's somebody been here recently.
Well, we know the whites, but they don't need it.
Yeah.
Weird. I did actually, Dan. Before we go too much further, I did want to ask: can I make a history roll? The flesh golem that had this lantern, you like threw out a couple of names. Is that something lore wise that we came across? Is it something Zoran would have remembered hearing?
It's information you haven't heard for the most part. The only thing that you had actually run across that she reiterated was that there was a company of the Yellow Banner that had made a camp in Omu. So you had run across their camp, but that was it.
Yes. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Didn't get much of a chance to give you a bunch of that lore. It just didn't turn out that way.
Mm-hmm.
Different
It did
party,
sound
you probably would have actually been following their tracks from like Yanzaru all the way down here, but that would be like a different situation. So there's a lot of lore about him, but you don't know anything.
It did sound familiar, so I wanted to ask.
Yeah.
All right. So, I don't know. Our game plan was to clear room by room. Do we start pick a direction and go before we head down further?
Sure. Yeah, I'm not gonna put too much thought into it if we're gonna clear everything anyways, right?
I think so. All right.
I say this way.
Okay,
Okay.
I will follow that.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'll back
You
you
do
up.
say a door. You do see a door.
But there's no door this way.
I forgot to read you the description of this room. Sorry.
Oh.
I always make this mistake. 3
kinda
archways
rush it.
overlook a circular chamber where a spiral staircase descends into darkness. The staircase walls are lined with unlit torches in iron sconces and set it with niches containing moldering humanoid skulls and bones. So there's only one lit torch, but as the stairs descend, that's what you see.
Okay.
Okay.
So we'll go
Uh,
down there next. Sounds like, right? Into the creepy dungeon.
I feel like this
so.
is weirdly the way that we want to go.
Mhm.
Probably.
Might I just make the recommendation that before we descend, we double check those sconces? It just feels like a weird like light me trap kind of thing.
Mm. Maybe we pull on them and
That makes
the
some sense.
stairs turn into a slide.
As fun as that sounds, it sounds
Yes.
horrifying.
Yeah. Which means it's probably what's going to happen.
Yeah, not right now,
Yeah,
but
that's a Tomb of
definitely-
Annihilation. Think of the worst case scenario, and you might be prepared.
Right.
Yeah, it doesn't turn into a slide. It turns into spikes that impale you.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Just wanted to throw it out there so other minds think of it
hmm
in case I forget when we return here.
Yeah, good call.
Should we try the door then? It seems like a dead end the other way.
Yeah, if I see a door, I'm going through it.
well-
So
Before we truck on, Zorn, what are the limits on your healing goblet again?
It's actually quite resplendent at the moment. You need a sippy sip.
I do, yes.
How are you feeling? Because I know a couple other people took hits. I might have a different option.
I'm at about half, a little over half.
You're at half, and I know Jacoby took a little bit, but not nearly as much as you, right?
No, he's almost. I mean, he could use like a D8.
Okay, yeah. Let's go ahead and use the chalice because I think that's a great idea for this opportunity.
Okay.
I will fill it up with some water and like obnoxiously make it like show of it before handing it to you to drink from. It is like a superior potion. It's 8d4 plus 8 for healing.
So, do any rolling thing?
Dovry, are you the most perceptive? Am I remembering
I
that
believe
right?
I am. Yeah, I've got a
Check.
plus 11.
Checking what
Yeah.
This one-
Dovry, just by nature of you being so so
Nine.
good at perceiving things, when you poked your head in, you noticed that this was not actually a real wall at the end. It's not a dead end.
Ooh.
I was just gonna ask that. I was
Nice.
gonna go check it before we moved on.
Yeah, good call.
So yeah, that's a false wall that you noticed, and there is a door in front of you as well. So
Okay.
You-
I say order of like least creepy to creepiest. So I say regular door. We explore first, then fake wall, then creepy staircase into darkness. What do you guys think?
I'm down. Yeah, that
Sounds
tracks
that-
for me. That tracks for me.
But I also think secret doors hide things that might be beneficial. So I actually think hidden door, normal door, then stairs.
Okay, works for me.
Alright.
As long as we're going stairs last, I'm happy.
Yes.
Right, I'm not gonna
Me
fight
too.
too hard.
Kedlin,
Alright.
did that boost you up a little better there?
Yeah, I'll be okay. And if I need it, I can hit myself with a cure wounds.
Okay, well I can also again ounce of prevention equals a pound of cure. So when we get into a hairy situation, maybe stick with me for a moment. I can do something. You've taken a bunch of licks lately. I can do something to help when you do get licked. Did that make sense?
Yes, it
I feel
does.
like I got lost in the metaphor.
I just heard that we're licking
No, you
Gedlin.
did.
That's all I heard.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
that's
have to go take care of the calf. I'm gonna be as expeditious as possible. So why don't I let you guys just have the floor until I get back? I'll try to make it quick.
Sounds good.
All right, thanks guys. I appreciate it.
You bet.
Aaron,
Okay.
I need to know right now before we discuss anything else.
Uh-huh.
Have you tried going prone in Arizona sunshine?
No, No, I haven't. That's a great idea, though.
It might help with aiming.
Yeah, I think the angle might be hard, but yeah, it's gonna be hard for headshots when you're. The nice thing about a headshot is you're about shooting straight across, versus if you're prone shooting up at the head. That might be a little tough, but
It depends on the distance and stuff. I've
yeah,
been
exactly.
thinking about it a lot since
Yeah.
Saturday.
Yeah, it's a good
Like you
time.
can't. What I know, like when they're hitting you, you can't move away from them. So if they're directly
Right.
behind you, but what if you took 2 or 3 steps forward? Can you get away from them then?
Yes. I believe
Yeah. The key is if there are ones in front and behind you attacking at the same time, you're basically just dead without blasting your way out because that's when you can't move at all. And the campaign mode is actually a little bit nicer because you can strategize a lot more. Like you're coming like it's like you're moving on a path basically, right? So you can clear an area and like use that as
And
an
move
area to
back,
fall
yeah.
back to. Yeah. So and you get a lot more buildings and stuff and like good places to hide and all that
Totally.
kind of thing.
That last game I played, I just died because something got behind me that I didn't
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
And then I couldn't move forward. And I thought, well, but you can move a little bit. If I had just taken 2 steps forward, would that have released me?
A good question. Yeah, I don't know that I've tried that. It's a good question.
Or
though.
if you're
think
getting
it
hit,
does.
what if you just what if you just fell down? Like if it's hitting you, you just drop.
I also wonder
got
too
too many-
because Quinn's smaller. You know, like when Quinn plays it, is it just like less area? I don't know. I feel like they basically move in 2 dimensions, so I don't think there's a whole lot of
Yeah.
3-dimensional difference there. Like once they get to the space right in front of you, they are attacking you. You know.
I
Yeah.
didn't notice too much of a height difference between
Yeah.
watching Quinn and myself
Mhm.
either. Like
I
he
don't
was
think
still
it
pretty much at
accounts
head
for
level.
that as far as like your experience.
Yeah.
But like I know there is a crouch because in one of the horde fights, like if you can crouch down and sneak through a tunnel, you can get like outside the
nice.
building and get better stuff. Like I
That's
know there's
awesome.
a mechanic.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I need to come over and try. We need to campaign this and play this,
Dude,
a
for
bunch
sure.
more. I'm
Like,
very
yeah,
intrigued by
definitely.
VR.
Yeah,
Can you
it's a
play
blast.
multiplayer campaign if you have like multiple rigs?
Sorry.
So like if I get a setup and Jared gets a setup, can we all play campaign together?
Ooh, that's a good question, and that would be freaking cool if that were the
It would be
case.
pretty
There was,
cool.
I mean,
Yeah.
there was multiplayer. I just don't know. Was
Yeah.
it only horde?
Right, exactly. I'll have to check next time I play.
I need a VR.
I'm just googling it
setup
right now.
so bad.
Multi. Okay, so before Dan comes back, how are we dealing with this door? I now nominate Gedlin to Kool-Aid man it, basically.
Yep, I'll kick in the door.
Awesome.
I'll shoot the door in.
Nice.
Your bow and arrow does not work like a shotgun. You can't like breaching charge, like blow the deadlock out and charge in. It doesn't work that way.
I mean, if he has like an exploding
Ow.
arrow, it would.
I guess
I mean,
if
we
you
could
have
stack. We
exploding
could
arrow.
stack the door. We could totally like Davry up front, Gedlin kick the door in with Jacoby with like an arrow covering.
Okay.
Because he's
I like
tall.
it.
He's taller than all of us. He could shoot over all of us at any given point in time.
Let's do that.
Also, like I will kick the door in, or at least try. I'm actually not strong. Like,
Oh, right. That's
like that was
Valmira.
Val. That was Valmira.
You could still try.
I would absolutely try. Marika is also weak. We have no strength now.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think our strongest person is Jacoby with a 10 to strength.
That's got both of the character sheets I've got up.
Yep. I've got an 8.
Well, we
Eight
could also
strength.
just open the door. We don't have to kick it.
Absolutely. If there's, I can either jimmy it open, or we can use the handle if there is one, or maybe it
Yeah.
just slides on its own. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But seriously, Zach, we gotta figure out. Like, I've got warding bond that I don't know how to use super well. We gotta figure out a way. You're just gonna keep getting hit, and we
I
gotta
know.
figure out a way to give you resistance in some way. So I think we gotta figure out how to do that, and then I think the rest of the group needs to think about when I've got that emboldening bond up, taking damage for you, especially when it's just like 7.
Yeah. Also, I haven't done it. I didn't do it this time. Start of the next fight, I'm using Armor of Agathis, which will
Yeah.
give me 20 hit points. But as those get drained, so does the absolute beatdown that I lay down every time I get hit. So,
Right.
like, if I have that up and people are still taking the damage for me, especially when it's like a 7 or something like that, um, it just means that it just keeps that every time I get hit, I do 20 damage.
Well, so I
Um,
think it'd be a matter of doing that, like not doing that when you have Armor of Agathis up, but if you
okay.
don't have it, right? Like benefit analysis kind of thing.
No, that makes sense. That makes sense. Also, like, I have an armor class of 20. Like,
See, that's why you got to be the guy taking the hits. Like, I don't
right.
think
Like,
anybody else does.
Yeah.
outside of Dan's critical hit, like, I didn't get hit that many times, considering there were
Right.
3 guys attacking me the whole fight.
Yeah.
Right, and warding bond gives you a +1 to that as well, so you actually would have blocked one of them.
Okay, yeah. And like I haven't been using it because I'm not smart. I have shield. So like
Yeah,
I probably need to start using I only have 3 level 1 spell slots. But
I don't know.
um
We're in such a weird spot that I'm pretty sure this dungeon is designed to drag you out. I know for certain this is about managing your resources,
yeah.
and so
Well that's the nice thing about if like using my pack slots, so like using armor of Agathis, it like I'll get those back at our next trip.
We have not gotten them
Right.
yet because they are in the creek, so it's going to take me longer. So
Oh,
I will be
no.
back.
Okay, no worries.
they're just
That sucks.
thirsty.
Yeah.
They're just thirsty.
So I was just looking up some gameplay for Arizona Sunshine 2, and yeah, it's got full multiplayer, like co-op multiplayer, and it looks like you get a dog companion as well.
That's
So
cool.
that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it sounds pretty great.
Yep.
Is that only on the rig that you like? It's only on Steam because
So to play co-op multiplayer, it's very possible that you would have to have the same system. We'd have to research that.
Okay.
Yeah. So that might be the only downside.
there's just my most like the PSVR is actually the rig that would be
Right.
best for me right now.
Yeah, because
So
if you want like
I
a
don't
gaming
know.
system, because it comes with like, do you just plug it into a console?
Yeah, I think you just
Yeah.
set it up with your PlayStation and you're gonna.
Yep.
And there's games on my PlayStation that I want to use it with. Versus, I don't have a gaming computer.
Exactly. Yeah. So we'd have to just see if it's compatible. Yeah, that's the one downside with VR right now is it's so fragmented. It really sucks that there are
Yeah.
so many exclusive titles for each of the different systems. And yeah, that's just a fucking pain in the ass. Like I absolutely hate that. It pisses me off so much.
It's not
But-
just VR. It's not
I
just
know.
VR.
I know.
After
Mhm.
the Xbox 360 and the PS3,
Yeah.
they got completely rid of backwards compatibility and the like
Yeah.
cross-play elements and everything, and it's an
Yep.
entire industry drag.
Yeah, it really sucks. And like a lot of developments coming from like Sony and Microsoft, so they're like, I'm not going to share with my competitors. And it's like,
Yes.
I don't know, maybe we should just go back to the old model of letting independent people develop good stuff and share it with everybody, Like
They
I
are
much
thinking
prefer
about
that. Yeah.
It's why what was that game that's so huge this spring? where you fight the bugs. Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, like Angel Fall or something like that.
Hell Divers.
Helldivers,
Right.
I've heard of that. I've never
The
played it, but I've
exact
heard of it.
opposite of what
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
Hell Divers, and the reason it really took off, I played it a little bit. It was cross-platform. You could play with
Yeah.
anybody. So on my
Nice.
PlayStation, I was playing with people who were on Steam. And I don't know if you guys paid attention. The drama they went through is PlayStation demanded a PlayStation Network login, and it literally turned the game off for half of the planet.
Jesus.
Wow.
So dumb.
Yeah.
Like people are just like people are gonna stop putting up with that. Like
Yeah.
sooner or later, all right, well, I just don't care about your new game. Like
Exactly.
I'm gonna keep playing the same stuff I've been playing with my friends. Like
Mhm.
you know.
I will only support independent game developers because screw you guys. Yeah.
Was Halo big, Aaron?
Yeah, Halo was pretty much by Microsoft. That was one of the few games that back in the day was just on Microsoft products, but at least they had it
Halo
for
was
Xbox
also
and
like-
PC.
Halo was the flagship game for original
True.
Xbox. Like
Exactly. It was yes, it was.
I know so much about this, but I'm breaking really bad.
Bummer.
I've also been having connection issues. Where
Yeah, same.
Yeah, it would just be busy time on the network.
Yep, could be a Discord thing.
It must be I want to hide the video, so I just want my computer to not run calm down.
Right.
I have no idea what you guys just said, but yes, Halo was Microsoft exclusive, but it also had the best and honestly set the standard for matchmaking for a very long time with Halo 2. It was the best multiplayer experience to the point that people bought Xboxes for it.
Well, and that was when you could just buy another console and you didn't have to take a mortgage on your house,
Yeah.
like a reverse mortgage.
Because
Dude, consoles are
it was only
insane.
$350.
Yeah.
It was only $350 instead of $500. Whatever the fuck now.
Yeah. It wasn't even that much, I don't think, for a console back then, was it? Like the
I think
original Xbox?
was like $150.
That's what I thought, yeah.
The original, yes, but the
Right.
360 was
Yeah.
in the 300 range.
Aren't they making a new game system though?
Yep.
There's no way. No, I paid $250 for my Xbox 360.
Oh, is that right?
I got it pretty early on.
You might be right.
Yeah, it was certainly not as much as it is now. It's just insane.
Yeah,
Aren't they making a new
You-
Xbox?
always.
Yeah, they're always
Yeah.
making the next one, Jake. It's just how soon is it going to come out, right?
And that's just it. Zach's probably right. That first generation, yeah, you're probably right. But then the 360 Pro and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
But do you remember the Red Ring of Death?
Yeah,
Yes.
sure do.
You dealt with that.
Hmm. Yep.
I knew a guy who made really good money. He ran. Aaron, you might remember. Do you remember Ian's Game Shop in the Northtown Mall across from the trailer park?
Oh, the Northway, yeah, Northway Mall.
Yeah, Northway Mall.
Yep.
There's this little guy, this super nerd, ran a game shop in there called Ian's Game Paradise.
Nice.
And he started out in literally the smallest shop in there, which was there was barely room for him, a customer, and his stuff. But he would repair consoles, and he also had a machine that would repair discs if your disc was scratched up. And
That's cool.
that's how he made all of his money. He was like, "Oh, is your Xbox broken? I'll void the warranty, but I'll fix it."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to you, it's saving you the cost of buying a new one. So it was yeah, do
yeah.
Well, and it wasn't just that. That was a better option because I remember sending my Xbox in for the Red Ring of Death, and it came back with the Mexico regional code. So
Yeah,
I would buy a new game or a DVD would be nope, you pirated this shit. And it was
Yeah.
what the fuck?
It probably wasn't your Xbox.
No,
Right.
it
Yeah.
wasn't. They just sent
Yeah.
out the new one
Right.
that
Right.
was coded for Mexico.
Mhm.
Yeah. And it
They
just
swapped
screwed-
refurbs around. Yeah.
Yeah, and it just screwed my stuff up for.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Dang old dang, man.
Nah, hold on.
So Zach, I
Oh.
think for Friday, I think the games are at 10
Okay.
for like 2 hours or so, something like that, out at Post Falls. So
Sweet.
I'll
definitely
confirm that.
do-
But yeah, if you want to come, you're more than welcome to. I think Quinn will be out there as well. So
I'm down with that. Rock and roll. Yeah, that'll be fun.
nice.
Yeah.
Jared, you're probably working, I'm assuming.
Bomb.
Yeah. Don't get me started.
Yeah. Oh, I won't. Don't worry. I'll get you started later, though.
We had to deal with Joe Longworth today. That's all I have to say, I think.
Fun. Just a notorious prick, that guy.
I gotta
don't
say,
get
I
it,
love
dude.
hearing about your guys' work drama.
I know, it's pretty funny, isn't it?
Like from the outside perspective of someone who never has to deal with these people, like it's really entertaining.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, he's pretty certain he's the smartest guy that's ever existed. So
Does he struggle
that's-
with flush toilets?
No, and like he is a pretty smart guy. It's like, you know, if he thinks he's in the like 99.9th percentile, he's probably in like 90th, 95th, something like that, you know?
Yeah.
The problem is he really acts like he's smart as shit and really rubs everybody the wrong fucking way.
Yeah, it's for a manager at the high level that he is. No people like. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I would quit if I had to deal with him. Just because
Yeah,
of how-
Amanda had to work for him for a couple months, and it was fucking hell. Like she absolutely hated it. He's just a total colossal prick. Like my manager, he's a pretty freaking smart guy. But he's nice. You know, he doesn't treat everyone like they're stupid. Unlike this guy Longworth, who totally does. He's like,
You're talking about Jerry.
yeah, Holcomb for the most part. He can
Yeah.
be a dick sometimes. Like, not gonna lie, he can be a dick sometimes. But for the most part, he's also gotten better. I don't know. He used to be worse than he is now. So, yeah.
He also probably realizes that he needs you specifically, and so
Yeah, that's
like,
true. It might be my experience might be different. That's true.
I
you're
had a
kind
boss
of-
like that. It was like, oh no, I need this guy. I can't, like, I gotta be extra cool to this guy.
That's true.
Yeah.
He does ask me for a lot of shit. So yeah, he is, and that is something I've noticed with a fair amount of the managers at our places. They're really nice to you if they need shit from you. Like Jared's former boss, who got shit canned for being awful. She was always really nice to me, and then just awful to her employees. So
I love people like that. They're just really making the world a better place.
fucking
And
snakes.
that's such an understatement too. Like
Yeah.
awful to the point that I have PTSD from it.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, no,
just
She was-
insane shit. Like
just straight up fraud. Yeah,
Yeah, oh,
straight up
yeah,
fraud,
she-
lying to people.
She finally got she finally got canned because they had proof of fraud.
Fun.
Just lying out her ass. It was
Yeah,
crazy.
just lying to cover her ass and throw other people under the bus who didn't do anything wrong. Like,
Yeah, the best example I have of it, I think, at least the one that sticks in my head, is I got written up one time, and I was looking at the write up, and she claimed that I had a verbal conversation on a date that I was in Hawaii.
yep.
Hello.
Yeah. Good riddance.
And nobody would believe me. It was wild. I had the evidence and everything.
Yeah, HR's job is really just to back up management, you know?
like I
and like you got to learn that firsthand. Like that's one of those things that you just like hear like through the grapevine about other people who have like had to severely deal with HR in a corporate setting. And yeah, you got to like actually see it firsthand. Like we all kind of knew, but you really got to experience that, man. It's like
Well,
your job
like,
is really just to shield management.
like, holy shit, here's the data and the
Yep.
evidence and the proof, and
They're
then
like,
they were just
nah.
like, well, it's up to you to work with them, and I'm like,
Yep.
what are you talking about?
And that's how fuckers like Longworth stick around, you know?
I would love to be in a situation where I could actually like tell Longworth off.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Yeah. Well, gotta keep playing that lottery.
Yeah.
Go get into the lucrative world of sports gambling.
I just need to know when to pull out of Nvidia at this point.
There you go. Yeah.
It's fucking killing it, but
Nice.
not enough. Not enough. I wish.
Right. It's not Bitcoin investment. Yeah. It's in the.
No, but it would be life changing if you were able to put enough into it originally. Like,
Yeah.
what am I thinking of? Law of big numbers. If I had enough money to invest, I'd be rich. But
Right.
you have to be rich to begin with to make money investing.
Yep.
I mean, unless you, how risk adverse are you? I got a buddy who does some, what I'm going to say is probably moderately sketchy real estate investment. But
You told me about him.
he's
Yeah.
promising double-digit return on investment, and like,
He's going to jail. Just watch him.
The thing is, he's
based on what
probably
you-
not. He's probably not, just
Yeah.
because like we have stripped all of those federal agencies. Dude, after a
And,
Trump presidency, you don't think it got easier for white collar crime to exist? It for sure got easier.
Oh, I'm very sorry.
Oh, you're good.
How long was
unacceptable,
that?
man.
How long was that?
I was not paying attention, but we
We
were
were just
running out of
chatting.
things to talk about.
No, we were just chatting. It was all
Oh,
good.
good. I gotta catch my breath. I just ran like across multiple acres to get back.
Nice.
Well, catch your breath, Dan. Catch your breath.
Yeah, take your time.
Oh, I have
you get
some
them
fun
all?
news to share.
What's that?
That Lancer campaign that I was gonna play in got turned into a Pathfinder 2E campaign. So I finally get to play Pathfinder.
Nice!
Pathfinder. And it's a kingdom building campaign, and I'm so excited. I'm just losing my mind.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Glad
Okay.
you're excited, but you've been playing it for a single week. How did Death turn it into? How did Derek go from it's Lancer to Pathfinder?
We didn't play. As we were like getting everything together, he realized that no one had played Lancer before, and he was just like, "Oh, this is gonna suck. Who would like to play Pathfinder?"
That's awesome. Dude,
That's
good
just-
for him. Good. That is like
That's just-
solid. Yeah, solid
Mhm.
problem solving.
Yeah, good for him.
That's also really funny to me because when he played with us, his like, "Hi, I'm Death itself. You can call me it or self or death or whatever. I'm really here just to sabotage this entire campaign so Dan will come join my Pathfinder campaign."
That's not fair. That's not fair.
Kind
I
of
think
want
he
to.
said his whole point being here was to convince Dan to turn it into a Pathfinder campaign.
Nice.
You have a good memory. I don't remember that. Okay, I gotta get us back on track. I apologize for the long wait. The cattle are much safer now. You wanted to open the secret door? Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Behind the secret door, water fills a carved stone font.
Don't drink the water.
Yeah.
I was thirsty too.
Okay. Can I walk through
Alright.
that wall? Ooh, man, I don't
Oh,
even
yeah.
know if I want to walk through that wall.
I'll go
Will
first.
you check? At least stick your head in and check the corners. Don't just rush in.
It's just the fountain. It looks like. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just the fountain. As far as let me make a perception check. Is there anything else in here?
No check necessary. Just the fountain.
Okay. I'm gonna
I
walk
would
out of
like
the
to
room.
do either-
I'm not messing with that fountain. The fountains do bad things in this place, so I'm out of here. If you guys want to investigate it, stick your head in. Feel free.
Oh, you know what you do notice?
I want to investigate it,
Oh, okay.
but in like a safer manner. I want to
Okay.
like.
Ooh,
You
drop some
notice. You notice a crack of light
minute. Ooh.
on the other side.
Crack of light from the wall. From what?
Yeah,
Like
coming
a-
out the
other
wall.
side of the
like
room.
a second
Yep.
secret door.
Yep. As you investigate it, you find that it is another secret door. Closed
Okay,
though.
Oh,
did we come from that direction, or did
Oh.
we come from the other direction?
No, definitely you come from this direction. As Gedlin steps out, he
sorry.
bumps into.
I did that on accident, but yeah, I'm
Oh.
out in the hallway now. So.
Well, it's too late now. Accident or not. Oh, you startled me. What? Who are you? Stay back! I'll defend myself.
Casting. Watch out, everybody! I'm casting calm emotions. Don't do anything crazy. I don't actually cast it. I am saying that as Devlin runs into a crazy person.
He's holding a war pick in his hand, but he's wearing robes and he has a hat on that looks an awful lot like not what a warrior would wear. Standing before you is a deep gnome. He's quite short, maybe 3 feet tall at most.
Whoa.
Okay,
And,
first of all, we come in peace, is what I'm going to tell him. Sorry, go ahead, Dan.
Yeah, he says, "Stand back! I know how to use this."
Insight
Okay.
check.
We'll do each other, so
Okay, insight check sounds good. Zach, your video's frozen for
Right.
me for some reason. It's weird.
got it. 16. Does he know how to use?
Oh, there we go.
it?
There goes.
It's
we can hear
it's better
Yeah.
now. You're pretty sure he does. He's holding it with an aggressive stance, but he's a small person, so well, I guess y'all are kind of small too. So he's not so small compared to you, I guess. He's just a little shorter. But no, he definitely looks like he's mostly just being defensive. He doesn't want to attack you. He's just being defensive. He's like, you just scared the living daylights out of him by opening a secret door he didn't know was there while he was on the other side in a tomb that's known to kill people. So it's pretty reasonable.
whoa,
I-
friend. Whoa, friend. Let's all just take
it
it down a
down.
notch.
Oh, you scared the
about
living
things.
daylights out of me. What? You got to be more
Yeah, I
careful.
felt-
What? I don't know how you felt. I've never met you before. How did you feel? Tell me.
Probably about how you felt.
Well, that makes two of us.
I
Unless there's more of you.
I accidentally stumbled through a secret doorway that I didn't really notice was there. And then there's all of a sudden there's a guy waving a pick in front of my face.
You're telling
It was
me
quite concerning.
that door swung open and nearly broke me arm?
Well, I tripped. I don't know what you want from me.
Yeah.
No. It's fine. It's fine. I just need to catch my breath is all. Oh, so I don't think you mean to hurt me. Why'd I ask why you're in this tomb too? Oh, this is a dangerous place. Also, why did you not take the stairs? They're right there.
Well, we hadn't seen the stairs, but we can agree with you. Yes, this is a dangerous place.
We're
Very
here
here.
to stop a great evil, as you know, was ordained by our God, or my God, at least.
Yeah,
I can't speak for everybody's God.
we're here for noble causes that make sense for us to, I guess, infiltrate this dungeon. What about you? Are you by chance a member of Why are you
Company
doing
of the
it by
Golden
yourself?
Hand.
Yellow Banner is what I was.
Yellow Banner,
trying
that's
to
what I
hit
meant to
that,
say.
But I didn't want to feed him the Yellow Banner specifically. So like, or like, what are you doing here by yourself?
Well, I'm here to take the Soulmonger. I don't rightly know what it is, but I heard it's powerful. I like
What do you
adventuring.
want to do with Soulmonger? Out of curiosity.
Cool.
I don't even know.
That's a great question. Can I suggest? And I go right past Davri and I grab Gedlin and I just whisper in his ears like, "Let's have this conversation in this room," and I pull him backwards.
You
Do
know
you
what?
Do you grab the gnome too? Because okay, as you grab the gnome, he's talking and it just. Oh, I was here for the as you pull him in suddenly. Oh, be more careful! You almost hurt me. Okay.
Sorry about that, but this seems like a safer place to talk if we close that. This is a hidden room, apparently, maybe.
Well, it doesn't seem so hidden now, does it?
Well, it's at least not out in the open.
Oh, you're right. You're right about that, yes, you are. Okay. So, back to what I was saying. I am a gnome. I like contraptions. I heard that the Soulmonger was a contraption. I have interest in it. I would like to study it. That's mainly why I'm here. I was here with another group of adventurers, but none of them survived, and I have been stumbling around for the last several weeks. I've been surviving off rations that have been in my pack. So, if you don't mind, I'm going to sit down for a bit, because I didn't know this room existed, and cook myself a meal, because I am very hungry right now, and I was being chased by tomb dwarves, and now I have a secret place to hide.
In your guild or whoever you come from, are they familiar with the term "the juice isn't worth the squeeze"?
Never heard of it.
Okay, basically what that means is what you're looking for is not worth the price that you're going to pay for it. We can tell you what it does if you're curious, and you may change your mind based off of what you've seen, knowing that you're not very far to getting it yet, and it sounds like everybody except for you and your party's dead. No disrespect, but
That's about the
trying to
size
keep
of
you
it.
safe, man. Yeah.
Do we know what the Soulmonger is?
Yeah.
Yeah, bits and pieces.
Yeah, we know it's basically the key that is keeping this curse going, and that whoever controls it kind of controls what's happening to it. I don't know. That was my understanding of it.
You know what? I was confusing my lore. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Okay.
Mr. Wizard,
The name's Zen.
Zen.
Never mind. Go ahead.
very ironic name.
Yeah, he's real Zen right now, isn't he?
Zen, just full disclosure, I fully intend to destroy the Soulmonger.
Would you mind if I take a look at it first? I've been through all this trouble.
Yeah, we've been through a bit of trouble too. Not gonna lie, I don't think I can commit to not destroying the thing that's creating the death.
Yeah.
Preventing my very good friend from being resurrected.
I'm gonna have to back up Gedlin on this one, and Zen. This thing is just too dangerous to be in anybody's hands.
Yeah.
So we're gonna destroy this thing as soon as we see it. No disrespect to you and your quest, but I think we have more knowledge about this thing than you do, and if you knew what we knew, you would also want to destroy it.
Well, I don't mind studying it after it's broken, though. That would probably suffice.
Perfect.
Can I, while they're talking with him, nudge Starfall? Starfallen?
Starfallen?
Yeah, and whisper down to her to ask her if she recognizes this guy.
Ooh, good call.
Big brain move.
Yep.
No, I don't, but he seems like an odd fellow, doesn't he? Very eclectic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
There are, I think, 2 individuals here who could ask the god that's possessing them at what they think too.
Yeah. I was gonna say. Oh shoot, I forgot which one's my god. Is it
You have
Moanga?
Moa.
Moa. That's right. I'm gonna ask Moa what her take is on this guy.
Never seen him before. He seems strange. Doesn't seem that dangerous. Normally I shy away from strangers, but I don't feel threatened by this one. And standing before you, I should kind of give you a description of this guy a little bit more. He's covered in gray robes, and I apologize. The token is maybe not the best one. It's just the one I had. He's not a wizard. The token kind of makes him out to be a wizard. He's actually a druid.
No.
And he's covered with mushrooms.
Gotcha.
Good man. You appear to have a fungal situation.
Oh, this?
Is that
I think it's quite lovely.
is that fancy? Do I have to worry about also sprouting mushrooms?
No, don't worry about it. No, that's just that's a part of my thing, you know. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine.
This would be a great role-playing opportunity for Marika, but she's
It wouldn't it? Oh no!
and I don't want to do it for her. Do you guys think there's a chance Marika or Liz would cast Goodberry? The guy mentioned how hungry he was.
Well, considering she doesn't have it prepared, because she only
She
has like
does.
4 spells prepared, I would say probably not.
She's got
Nobody-
Goodberry. It's
The
on
door's
her
back
first
there.
level.
Oh, does she? Okay.
I'm gonna say Marika does step forward and offer the guy some sustenance, not a spell or anything, but like a ration.
Oh, he gladly accepts this. Oh, thank you kindly. Oh, I'm starting to run out of food. I was wondering whether or not I would die of starvation before I would be killed by these nasty tomb dwarves and the tomb guardians. There's a lot of them on this level.
Zen, can I ask you maybe a weird question?
Ooh, I also have one too when you're done.
What floor do you think you're on?
Oh, let's see. 3 weeks ago, I was on that level. That's where. Oh no, wait. I almost got eaten that one time. We ran into the nasty fellow. Couldn't describe him. Terrible fellow. Hopefully, we never run into him again. The one time we went around the circle. Bad idea. I think I'm on the somewhere between the second and the fourth level. I couldn't tell you. It's been a while. I don't know how much further up it goes. But I was following the grand staircase and I got distracted by those zombies right outside in the walkway. That's when you scared me. I had just gotten up here.
Are you working your way up or down?
Couldn't tell you. I mean, I know me up from me
Cool.
down, but I don't really know where to go. I have a sneaky suspicion that there's no way out of this tomb. The strange thing is it's so windy. I'm having a hard time keeping track of where I've been.
Okay. I think that answered my question.
Segues great into my question. Do you have any of the fun mushrooms growing on you? Is that a thing that you are doing?
Oh, let's see. No, you won't do. You still have to grow a little bit. Just looking at his shoulders where there's a bunch of mushrooms growing. He's like, Oh, I forgot. I saved one for later. You seem like a good fellow. He reaches up behind his neck, and you hear a very quiet snap, and he pulls off a big, like, button mushroom that looks like it would be what would you call it? The shroom kind. You know what I'm trying to say.
Very blue, yes.
Yeah. It's unique, but you would recognize it as one of the kind you were asking about.
Oh. Thank you. I was more wondering if it was affecting your thought process, but thank you. And I'll definitely put it in a pouch. I'm just like, I feel like keeping it in the middle of the dungeon is a good move, but I will hold on to that.
Can I just tell you, maybe it's obvious. This guy's not part of the story. I just wanted to have fun with you, so I made another character.
Nice.
And he's in D&D Beyond, so this is not an official character. I just wanted to have fun.
No. Oh, good. Yeah.
Also, he's an
Okay.
extremely friendly deep gnome, which just doesn't make any sense, really.
No, juniper berries.
Guys, I think this guy has been stewing in his own mushroom juice for a while.
Very possible.
That's right. I actually have a flask of it here. You want some?
Thank you for your generosity, but I don't want to diminish your dwindling resources.
That's fine. More for me. Glug, glug, glug.
That tracks.
Ooh.
Um,
That was a good one. I can really see the fairies now.
I have no idea what to do with this guy.
I am hungry all of a sudden. Anyway, he's getting the munchies. Okay, so yes, this is just a fun character for a little bit of comic relief, and he can give you some exposition on the tomb because he's been places, but he's got a terrible memory, so he can't lead you through the tomb, but he can help you out once in a while. So that's why he's
So
here.
I suppose the question is, what is in the immediate vicinity, right?
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I can show you. There's I think I found one of the tombs of those little gods, whatever those little gods are called. We haven't figured out how to get in yet. It seems like there's a strange door, and I don't quite know how it opens. It's very strange. Perhaps you are more mechanically inclined than I am.
Do you
We've
by
had good
chance-
luck with the tomb doors so far.
Yeah, they've been easy. It's weird. Do you
Okay.
by chance know which one?
I think it's that bird one. He's got a long beak. He's kind of like a stork, or I don't know me birds very well. I come from the under dark, you know.
Papazotl?
Papazotl, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Couldn't tell you, but he's a bird or something like that. Here, he's right around the corner. I was just looking at the door when you startled me. Follow me.
Do we want to do that now, or do we want to leave that until we kind of clear this area?
Honestly, I'm leaning more towards clearing the opposite way first, just to see what's there. You know,
I don't want to leave a monster at our
I am
back, so
too.
to speak.
And a meta
I
question
am
for.
too. I would.
Go ahead and finish your thought, Jared.
No, you go first.
Okay. Are you guys interested in going a little later since I had to run away for a bit? I know all of you are in Pacific time now, and I don't care going a little bit late.
yeah, default to Jared on this one because he's probably got to wake up the earliest for work. So
I have work that is coming in late in the afternoon, so I'm actually going into work late tomorrow, so I'm
nice,
good to go today.
sweet.
Okay. Thank you for accommodating me. It'd be fun to get a little bit further, even if it's not too much later than normal.
Sure.
So, okay, so back to what you're saying.
So
What?
Is that okay with
Yeah.
Jake and Zach?
yeah, we want to kill enough to get to level 11.
This one goes to 11. Sweet. Thanks, guys. What do you think? Do you want to go left, right? Zen kind of wants to take you to the tomb, but you also did have that door to the left, or to the west.
Yeah, I think we go back there.
let's check that. Zen, do you know anything? What's the deal with this fountain? Do you have any insight there? I'm just going to ask you. We've had a person disappear,
I was just-
disintegrate after drinking from the fountain.
I don't know. Let me take a look at it. He walks over to
Don't
it,
drink it.
and he
Do
just
not
stands
get-
and he's pretty short, so he kind of has to put his arms up and go and look down, and then you see his eyes go wide. Oh, look inside! Look inside! Oh, this is interesting.
I'll look.
I
but
wanted to
I'm really
investigate it, so
skeptical.
I will look inside.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm staying back. I'm not even looking.
When you look inside, the water begins to swirl and an eerie light emanates from within the basin. Slowly, an image resolves on the water's surface. Those gazing into the font can see through the eyes of a tomb guardian that is patrolling the dungeon. Okay. Now I have to roll a die to decide what level it's on. So I have to roll that secretly, so it's not going to be on the camera. Otherwise I would give it away. And now I have to switch to the correct map so that I have a visual depiction.
How much psychic damage you take?
Okay. You see through the eyes of a tomb guardian. You can tell that it's a tomb guardian, and by the way, that you killed one earlier. It was the thing clad in metal. You can tell because as it looks around, you get through your peripheral vision the glimpse of his metal armor on his arms. He is walking through what appears to be kind of like a maze. It's rather circular in that he goes around and around, and he really doesn't change his position much, but he encounters another one of those skeletons with the weird shaped head.
Okay.
I need to check and remind myself which one it is, so hang on a second.
So let's have to find it.
Well, I want to let you know because it's a bit important. Sorry, apparently I was not ready for this. So it's a different shape than the triangular shaped one that you found before. Let's go with that. I'll figure it out later. It's like a square or a hexagon or something like that. So it's a different shape. And you pass by another demon face carved into the wall as well. All of a sudden, the images fade, and the water is disturbed as the surface of the pool explodes and a hulking figure wearing plate armor and a bucket helm heaves itself up from the font. Roll initiative.
I'm so glad we decided to do that, guys. In the tiny little room.
I suppose we could keep initiative if you want.
No, let's re-roll. I rolled terrible.
Okay.
It's not-
Zen also cries out, "Oh! What's happening?"
Over the 7. If the goblin just by itself, yeah, that is.
Let's see what...
So he's gonna
Oh!
like
9.
23, Dan.
23. Thank you.
Nice.
So I'm wondering, should I cut out the portion with me running to take care of the calf, or should I leave it in the recording? Because I have no idea what you talked about. Was it interesting? Should I keep it?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you can. We talked a lot of smack about the crazy people that Aaron and Jared work with.
So I gotta learn all kinds of stuff watching the recording, huh?
Here,
Let's
I'll
see.
roll for Marika.
Thank you. It kind of looks like everybody else has rolled. I'm not sure about Zoran.
Marika got a. What did I say? 23.
23. Marika? Okay.
Yeah.
Zoran. I'll just put a placeholder in for the moment, and we can fix it when he comes back. because his system crashed. Okay. Did we get Dovries?
Yeah, mine should be in there.
Okay. All right, we should be good to go then, at least for now. Starting with Jacoby with a yeah, Jacoby would beat Marika's Dex. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. We'll start with Jacoby.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Liz isn't here right now, so the turn order doesn't really matter.
Here, pass me your mouse real quick. Where's the lantern? Put your map down.
Welcome back, Jared. I rolled for you, but you're welcome to replace it if you want.
What?
I rolled your initiative, but you're welcome to replace it if you want.
I'm sure it's fine. I'm on my phone, so my capability is pretty limited right now, so I'm gonna go mute for a bit.
Okay.
While we're talking, yeah, let's see, you can still shoot your bow through the hallway. I'm gonna do that.
Oh, I forgot to show you the enemy. I apologize, guys. There's the enemy. It's super hard to see. I'll move him to the top layer.
Does he look similar to the other flesh monster that we fought?
Oh, identical almost.
Yeah. I'm gonna ping you can shoot him with your bow. You like otherwise if you move anywhere you're gonna have to use your sword. So it's up to you. Do you want to hit with your sword or but get a good warrior attack.
I don't know if you guys know what scrying is, but that's basically what you were doing in that pool.
So I got 7, Dan.
27.
27? That is a hit.
Reroll. Nice. 12 piercing.
12 piercing.
All right. That is 12. Okay. Are you hunters marking it?
Oh, he didn't say it, but he would be. He wouldn't spend that much time. Hunters might last for like an hour, I think. So you should be able to move it over.
Okay.
So let me roll your hunter's mark damage. If you don't mind us not calling it out.
Totally fine.
Oh, cool. Okay, so that was. The first attack was 12 piercing damage and 6 force damage for 18 points of damage.
All right.
And then the second attack, what did you get for your second attack? 30. 30 to hit on the second attack.
So roll the damage.
Yeah, roll the damage. Listen, if that doesn't hit, we're in big trouble.
9.
That's okay. 9 piercing and another 6 force damage for a total of 15 for the second attack.
Sweet. Nice work. All right. I'm guessing he's done. Is that right?
Yeah, yes, I'm done.
It would come to Marika then, who maybe. Oh, let's see. Does she have Shillelagh ready, or is it too late for that?
I think Shillelagh's a bonus action. She can bonus action Shillelagh and then kneecap him.
This is what shillelaghs are for. Kneecap.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Literally the purpose.
Let's see. Inventory.
Oh, she got a 9 to hit on the Shillelagh.
That's a miss.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, and she only gets the 1 attack, I'm fairly certain, yes.
Okay. All right, Davri.
All right.
Give it
Davri will whip out the old The old trusty short bow, because he doesn't feel like getting too close. Let's see. I'm gonna stay right where I'm at. I'm gonna try to poke right around Marika there, and take a pot shot with the short bow. Zippity bop, zippity boo. Ooh, nat 20. We like this.
Ooh,
Okay.
Nice.
So we are gonna do.
critical.
Yep, we're gonna do 22 damage there, and we're gonna get a little bit of sneak attack in since the baddie is completely surrounded.
You double your sneak attack too on a crit.
Do I really? Oh my
Yes.
god. Okay, so then there's gonna be 32
It makes the fast
sneak attack damage. Good god. That is insane.
Holy Toledo.
Thanks, Nat 20.
Yeah, when rogues get nat 20s, things just die.
Yeah. Shorty over here hitting like a Mack truck.
Okay, sounds good. That was Dovry's turn. Oops. I changed it. Oops. Gedlin, there we go.
I'm assuming this guy is still standing after Dovry mutilates him.
Yes, he's a pretty tough fellow, but he's not feeling well.
I will bonus action move Hex to him and make 2 sword attacks. Does an 18 hit?
Yes.
Your pause gave me concern. 12 piercing damage and 5.
He falls dead.
Oh, yes. Okay. Then, given that I've finally killed something myself, I am going to use a Cursed Spectre and create a Spectre minion like I did that one time.
Awesome.
Okay, let me
Yes.
find it. Well, I would put a token, but that's just going to get crazy. So, are you able to keep track of that for me?
Don't worry about it. Yes, I
Okay.
can keep track of that. He's just going to watch my back now. I may use him as like bait to go do stuff, but yeah.
That works too.
And then as I kill him, I will say, though you failed in life, maybe you will serve the good in death. And I like pull his spirit up out of his body.
Whoa! Dude, point of inspiration. That was awesome.
Inspiration.
That was the best
you.
line you could think of for that. That was super cool.
Thank you. I had worked on that one.
By turn.
Oh no.
And then to totally kill the moment of coolness for Gadlin, he's gonna go, quick, somebody run his pockets.
Dibs.
Look through his pockets for loose change.
Dibs on the teeth. Dibs on the teeth, Aaron.
Yeah,
all you find is a metal plate armor, but nothing that you could wear. Laying in a jumbled mess, basically excreting like blood and juices as the amalgamation of flesh that was within the armor is now losing its cohesion and just sort of seeping out. And it's in no particular shape anymore. It's like a jello almost.
All right, that's enough for me. I'm ready to go to a different place. I'm coming over here now.
Wait for me. I'm coming too. That was disgusting.
Sure was. Of course.
And
Very
where is he? Where is he? You hear a familiar voice down the hallway. Morning. Nice day for fishing. Morning.
It sure
I'm
is.
gonna look at Zen. Zen, look at me. Eye contact. Don't mess with the guy with the fishing rod.
Oh. What is he, why?
Well, he's a friend, also probably an immortal being.
Yep.
Oh,
But just
well, be careful. Very careful. Don't worry about me.
Wait, guys. I think
I mean, there's also another guy with this or whatever, and it's
I think I blacked out there for a minute. What happened? Should I look into the water again?
I
would.
recommend
I wouldn't.
it.
Yeah.
Nice role playing of
yeah,
the.
you definitely like you kind of hit your head there for a second.
Yeah, he kind of stroked out for a second there.
It was really not
Real bad. That sucked.
one of those flesh golem things. We fought, killed it. Mostly Davri, I helped. And I resurrected its spirit to help us. That's my glowing friend here. And then it all turned to like, you know, when chicken fat kind of like sits out and like congeals, but it's kind of jiggly, like that, but with plate metal, and it was really bad. It's not worth it.
I'll leave the room as you're describing it. It's just like a. Someone is gonna have to write me a recap or something at some point.
I'm awarding you a point of inspiration for role playing your internet connection. That's pretty cool. Okay. So what I'm catching here is the group sounds like they want to go open that door before they go anywhere else. Right? You don't want to leave a stone unturned. Is that right?
That's right. Yep.
I believe so. Yes.
Okay. Well, Balin catches your meaning and he says, "Morning," and opens the door.
Check it for traps.
Let's see. Oh, you want to check it for traps?
Well, it's too late. He's already open.
he opens it and he's like, "Oh, morning, morning, morning!" Panicked, crying as you hear the sound of chittering or clicking or something like that. It's hard to describe. And then the panic coming from Balin as he comes running back the other direction. Morning! 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 Dex is down the hallway and seems to be engaging with these hands that are crawling on the floor towards him. Balin's got just this look of sheer terror on his face, like he's never seen something so disgusting. Right? He's like, I miss my lake with the fishing. It's a good day for fishing, ain't it? I didn't sign up for this crap, except that he did. So Dex Dex spends probably about like 20 seconds killing off 4 crawling claws. You know what crawling claws are, right? They're little zombie hands. And you hear a booming voice from inside of the room, one that you don't recognize, and none of you see it except for Gedlin. The rest of you are out of eye shot.
Gedlin just yells, "Dad, necromancer stuff," and just
Uh-oh, you cut out. What'd you say? Uh-oh. So Zach's computer is having an issue.
Gedlin just yells.
Yeah, Zach's computer's freezing, but we can see Jacoby.
Okay, it's resolved. You're back.
Okay. Listen, Gedlin says that's necromancer stuff and just charges in.
Okay, gotcha. Do you want to charge in an attack, or do you want to charge in and do something else? Like intimidation? Like, are you going in there to, do anything in particular?
Oh, I'm killing everything.
Oh, you're killing. Okay. Okay, let me give you the description real quick. in case you want to know, because otherwise, like I think you just see what you see here. This room is dimly lit by candles, and it is a cluttered office. There is a skeletal songbird in a corner that rasps at you from a filthy cage. Other furnishing includes a wooden writing desk and a tall back chair, and there are anatomical drawings sketched in charcoal hanging on the wall behind the desk. Seated at the chair is a shriveled corpse of a humanoid wearing moldy robes and a bronze mask sculpted to look like a frowning visage. Around the figure's neck hangs a black skull-shaped amulet, and a number of severed hands crawl on the desk and floor around him, not including the 4 that Dex has killed.
Does this shriveled corpse of an individual appear to be animate?
Yes.
You know what? I'm an Eldritch Blast it just to find out.
Oh, okay. I didn't really roleplay what he said.
Yeah.
Visitors! Please stay a while. That is actually what I was going to say. So, if you want to change your mind, you can. But he's actually responding
Absolutely not.
quite peacefully. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I just want to give you the option. Should we keep initiative? Save time?
I'm with that at this point, yeah.
Okay. Crap.
Any door that opens up with
Yeah. Gedlin, I think... Oh, shoot. Because I didn't roll initiative, Gedlin ended the last turn on the last initiative, so it would really be Zen who's next. But Gedlin's charging in, and it's not really a surprise round because this guy knows you're here. Or is it a surprise round? Like, convince me it's a surprise round, and it makes more sense for me to...
He's going to be real surprised when that Eldritch Blast catches him in the teeth.
I would say not a surprise round, but it makes sense to jump to Gedlin's turn, keeping the same order, though.
Okay. That works for me.
I'm good with that.
I don't think that's unfair, so let's do that.
Because we all had a
Unconventional,
turn.
but it'll be fine.
We all had a chance to take. We all had a chance to take a turn there. We all
Oh,
could
yeah.
have done something.
No,
True,
Gedlin went for it.
true.
Yeah, Gedlin's up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, let's do that. So, Gedlin, you are first.
Right. So, yeah. Bonus action, Hex, move Hex, and then double Eldritch Blast to the dome. There's a 14 hit. Wait, do I still have your Zorn?
No. Good question. I feel like it probably dropped.
It's been probably 10 minutes, I think. Maybe a little bit longer than that.
10 minutes is exactly how long it lasts.
Yeah, it'd probably be dropped now.
All right. Does the 14 hit?
Oh, I lost track of where I am. Is it 14, right? Yes. Yes, that hits.
Dope. That'll be 6 radiant damage and 2 necrotic damage. Total second attack. 18 to hit. 11 damage, and I'm going to command my spirit to attack. Vector has 50 feet of fly speed, so pretty much wherever he's at, he can get over there.
Okay.
And he will... he will get up next to it and use Life Drain, which is a melee spell attack.
Oh. Yep. That's one I'm quite familiar with.
plus 4 to hit. Oh, it's a 13.
That misses, actually. So I guess you know the armor class now. It's 14.
Right.
There you go.
It's like there's like die, vile creature, as I just bring all.
Oh man, we're having connection issues with Zach's machine for some reason. It's cutting in and out. I did get your turn though. I'm not sure what's going on.
Okay. I said I just yell like die, vile creature, as I bring all of my options to bear.
All right. And
It's
FYI,
so funny because your
Jake's is
face
fine.
freezes and we can see you talking through Jake's. It's so funny.
Alright.
So I'm gonna turn my camera off in case that helps.
Okay. Alright. Zen moves up. And... I got too many windows. He's going to... let's see. 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. Oh! Oh, he can only move 25. No, he can move 30. Okay. Gedlin, he's on the same space as you. No, just kidding. He's one space further in. I miscounted. And that's his turn because he doesn't have a ranged attack. On to Zorn.
Zoran will move up and try and share a space with Dex. And then he'll
Okay.
say, I am obligatory opposed to violence. This creature was trying to talk to us.
Checking something real fast. For your information, it is an undead. Does that change how Zorn would react?
I don't like undead.
That's a difficult quandary.
I think I would say the same thing, but my action would be slightly different. To the point that there's like creatures around him, right?
Crawling claws and a skeletal bird.
They attack Dex, so I would maybe do Sacred Flame on one of the crawling claws.
Okay. In which case, don't even roll. They're so low level that they would just die.
Okay. Yeah, so roll it in, just saying like he was trying to talk to us, and then pow, but I got your back, and that'll just be my turn.
That makes sense. Let's see. Dex has got a taste for blood. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He moves in and swats another crawling claw. Okay, and then the figure in front of you speaks up and he says, I am Withers. I control this tomb. And he casts a spell on himself that you don't recognize. Well, maybe you recognize. It's hard to tell. Like, there's not always a visual component to a spell being cast, I guess. But 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 50, 55, 60. Boom. And you see him speed like a bullet out of the room. Just boom! Gone.
Past us or through
No
down
opportunity.
He
another
does
direction?
pass through you, though. So here's the the interesting thing, though I guess I kind of messed it up, so I guess that doesn't matter. On a normal turn, where I didn't mess it up, that is what he did gets him that as a bonus action, so he could actually disengage and still dash. However, he used his action to cast the spell, so
He used his action, so he can't disengage. So he takes five opportunity attacks. Oops, I played that badly. It's fine though. It's fine. It's fine. Go ahead and let's see. This would be Zen, Gedlin, Zorn, and Jacoby and Artis all get an opportunity to attack him. Okay.
Spending my inspiration to reroll that. That was.
Looks like Artis. I hit him.
Who rolls that?
Yeah. You have to roll your sword. Yeah. No, the 9. Yeah.
11. Does 11 hit me?
It misses, unfortunately.
How about a 32?
32? Yeah, that's fine. That hits, yep. Who is that from? Is that from Gedlin?
No, dirty 20 from Gedlin.
Oh, dirty 20. Yeah, that'll hit, yep.
That'll be 12 piercing and 1 necrotic for 13.
Alright, Artis missed, Zen missed, Gedlin hit, Jacoby missed, the Zorn hit.
Zoran tried to punch him with a 9. I'm assuming no.
That'll miss. Wow! That's wild. That 4 out of 5 missed. That's crazy. Okay, Marika's turn is up. She's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. She could get here, but I don't think she has anything ranged.
I mean a spell, but I'm. She.
Oh, she got
Javelin's
javelin.
technically. Javelin's a throw. She would throw the javelin.
She would throw the javelin. Oh, natural 20. Uh-oh, that's not good. Oops, I was supposed to double that. So that comes out to 6, I think.
That is the saddest javelin throw.
That's pretty bad. I mean, it's not a high-level weapon.
She's got javelins are so underpowered. Spears
They
and
are!
javelins
Totally
get
are. They're
justice in
so
this game.
deadly. So deadly. Jacoby's up next. He's definitely... Oh, he could definitely shoot Withers. He could absolutely shoot Withers.
You want to move Hunter's Mark?
Yeah. Roll it.
Yeah, roll it. No freaking way. Natural 20.
Oh, no! Oh, no! No, 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 no,
Take your
no,
damage
no,
button.
no, 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 no.
Hang on. We're gonna re-roll one of them. We're gonna re-roll one.
I so fouled this up. I should have gone south.
Yeah.
I should have had him go down a level.
No, you're good. You good? I rolled it over here. So
We're gonna kill a very important NPC.
but, that'll be 13 piercing
No!
and 4 necrotic. Sorry, Dan. I didn't mean to kill your poor guy. But you
Yes, you did.
Don't
Don't even give me that.
It's fine! It's... Hang on.
I burst into the room and killed the thing. I didn't mean to.
So, like,
No,
this
I
is my
couldn't go
binder.
through, I just apologized
It's
to you.
fine! It's fine! It'll be fine! That was just a contingency plan, okay? No, it's fine. I'm disappointed in myself because I did that so poorly. Of course, he is a very difficult NPC to run, and so them's the yeah, that's just what happens. Okay, well, good job. Do you want to describe how you kill him, Jake?
More fireworks. Where do these fireworks come from?
Okay.
I pull out my gun.
Work on your arrow sound. There you go. That's better. That's better. Better arrow sound. There we go.
Okay, let's wrap this up with the treasure in the room on Withers, XP, and anything else I'm not thinking of. So, as you enter into his
Javelin
office,
just immediately goes, "Whew, that was a close one. That zombie almost got away."
oh, that was a close one. Oh, I don't even know who he was. Who was that guy? He looked dangerous.
Some dead guy now.
Walking, talking corpse, so
We'll never know.
We'll never know.
Well, it looks like he's got something on his desk here. Mind if I check it out?
Yeah, let's take his stuff.
Yeah.
Let's see here. What?
I'll go for the key.
Oh, interesting. Oh,
Robert, you want to run his pocket?
hey,
Yeah,
look at
yeah,
this. Look what I found.
Ooh, that could be.
What did you find?
He
Manual
found
of
a
golems.
manual of golems.
Ooh.
This one
Ooh.
is the clay version. So there's a table. There's a table down below if you scroll down. And so it's a clay golem manual. It takes 30 days and it costs 65,000 gold pieces to make a clay golem. But you can totally make one. Let's see. To create the golem, you'll spend the time shown on the table working without interruption with the manual at hand, resting no more than 8 hours per day. You must pay the specified cost to purchase supplies. So it's not really useful in here, but if you take it with you, it could be useful later. Because you certainly don't have 65,000 gold pieces right now.
Sure don't.
But you could later.
Yeah.
Or 30.
That might be a next campaign thing, having that much. Next campaign is loaded with gold, just so you know. So it's going to be fun. But enough of that. We're in Tomb of Annihilation right now. You find that. You also find this. I'm going to read it to you. This is his journal. The master returns with a marvelous gift. Cast off creation of the gods. Dead and yet not. The all-seeing is blind to its existence. And the mother of illusions looks past it. Sweet irony. The master hopes to raise the creature to power by glutting it on souls. The master's brought the Sown sisters here to nurse it and to help build the device needed to feed it. As for me, I am only saddened that my studies shall one day come to an end. I owe the master much for the time he has given me. I can only work harder in the little time that remains for this world.
Is anybody else just really reaffirmed that killing that guy was the best move?
No.
No.
No, not at all. Kind of the opposite.
Does anyone
Seems
have?
like he.
Oh wait,
Yeah,
never mind.
seems like he has some inside knowledge.
I was about to ask a really stupid question. I was going to say, does anyone have Revivify? Wait, no, you can't. It's the whole point of the campaign, Dan! Even though I want you to be able to revive him. Let's see here.
I'm feeling very good about my choices.
I don't think you can. I don't think you can revive an undead, anyways.
Okay, so let me give you a little more information. I'm going to post this. Oh, you already have this, actually. So I will post it one more time, though, because it's in the other chat, actually. Y'all already know this, but you would glean this information from his writings. It's too big, so I have to upload it as a file. Come on. There we go. Okay, there's a little more exposition if you want, but you already have it. You've already read it. I'm sure you already know it. It's just talking about Rosnisi, Trickster Gods, the Forbidden City, Omu, that sort of thing. It's just more of that information in his writings. Then there's a little bit more
This you don't know. So a little bit of a, let's say here. Yes, you would see all of this. Okay, so I'm revealing it to you. Oh, it's in the GM section. Never mind, it won't show it to you. Okay. After Acererak murdered Omu's gods, he enslaved the Omuans and forced them to carve a grand tomb under one of the cliffs surrounding the city. The Archlich devised brutal trials for each burial chamber, and sprinkled riddles and illusions throughout to deceive intruders. When the building work was done, he fed his slaves into the death trap to test its efficacy. The Archlich turned some of his victims into undead and to flesh columns, then locked them inside the tomb to serve as guardians. The Sararek then resumed his wanderings. It is at this point you see a little aside from Withers, written in his own handwriting in this book. Before he was turned into an undead creature, Withers was an Omuan engineer named Gora. Like all of Omu's citizens, Gora was enslaved and put to work constructing the tomb. When a Sararek sacrificed his workers to their own dungeon, Gora's traps performed the best. This pleased the Archlich, enough that he transformed Gora into Withers. When the characters arrived, Withers was working at his desk. This is more exposition for me. Sorry, skipping that part. Withers writes about how he is extremely loyal to his Sararek, and his passion for learning has followed him into undeath, granting him a rare chance to study for eternity. And as you look around the walls, you see it is covered in papers on natural history and anatomy. He also has a note here about his scrying pool, which he uses to study the natural world through the eyes of Omu's gargoyles. Then back to the history of the tomb. In Acererak's absence, the tomb snared adventurers from faraway lands and harvested their souls to feed the Archlich's phylactery, which remained hidden on another plane. Every few decades, Acererak returned to tinker with his dungeon's traps, adding treasure to its vaults and reaping a bounty of hoarded souls. His planar wanderings have influenced the tomb's mismatch of architectural styles and have populated it with strange and deadly monsters. And on one of his journeys through the cosmos, Acererak stumbled upon an atropal. He brought it back to Toril and ensconced it in the cradle of his tomb. Here Withers tells you about how he has spent the last 100 years feeding it necromantic energy, hoping to transform it into a deity, one able to claim dominion over death. After raising it from the dead, Acererak plans to slay the god and absorb its power and become a deity himself. This ends with his readings.
That was Sararek? Right. That was Sararek that wants to do that? Okay.
That's correct. Okay. Yes, I know that's a lot.
Figured out the purpose of Soulmonger.
Yes, it only took 77 sessions to find out.
Cool. That's worse than I thought, to be honest, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I was envisioning some really horrific stuff. That was worse than I thought it was gonna be.
That is about as bad as it gets for you, Gedlin.
Yeah. I've been waiting forever to give you that Lord jump. It was very satisfying. Okay, let me get you the treasure, or I'm killing time here. I don't want to, and then I will give you the XP as well. Zach, do you want to do some calculation for me?
I absolutely can.
I need that summed up for me.
What do we got? Hang on, let me get on my old thing here. You are tiny. 2, 1,800, and 5, 700.
And then I'm looking through the book while you do that.
7,100.
Okay, now divide that by the 5 for the party's members, and then that's the round up to the nearest 100, and then that's how much XP you'll get.
We'll go to XP's then.
1420. I'll do it for you, bud.
I got 1640.
Did Zach add the 1100 on there?
I did not have the 1100 on there.
That would be why then.
Okay. Yep. That would be.
Did you say 1640?
That yep.
Okay, round that up to 1700 for everybody. Each person gets 1700 XP.
Nice.
In the desk drawer, you find a translucent, fist-sized gray stone that radiates an aura of enchantment. Sort of just speed running through this because we're just short on time. I would have had you cast a spell to figure that out or spend some time, but no, it's definitely enchanted with something. If you want to glean more information, you can certainly do some checks or spend a long rest with some checks. You also find that Wither's skeletal songbird is tame, but it's cantankerous. It has a bad attitude. Also, it has bone wings, so it can't fly. So, it's not exactly useful.
Yeah. Sorry we killed your master, bro.
You find on his desk a spell book containing all of the spells that he has prepared, and on the inside back cover of the spell book is what appears to be a name, Kimora Blackfire. And I'm gonna write this down or paste this for you. Sorry. Okay, there you go. Also the stone. There's that. There's that. And then there's something else. What was it? I think that's it. Oh, did I put down the stone?
Yeah, stone's
there we
okay.
go. Oh, yes it is. Okay, yeah, that's all the treasure in his room. And then his spells, for anyone that could use that in the future, he has Wither's spell book. There's his spells, in case anyone wants to grab his spell book and keep it. The last thing would be he has a two-handed longsword on him for some reason. And that's it.
Anybody want the sword?
I'll take a sword. Can you even use the two-handed longsword? I guess you're proficient in martial weapons. You could.
Her punch.
You want that for your short sword?
Not even a great sword. Still just a long sword.
It's really just a good sword. It's not that great.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm good.
Yeah, I would probably just leave it. Can I take a
Yeah,
cute though?
Right.
Unless it's a magic sword.
Okay. I think that probably covers it. The last thing you hear is in the distance. And that's it. There's supposed to be a bunch of screams in the... Oh, I should have opened my mouth. Like, I made it look like I was doing it.
That's the second time we've heard that scream. Must not be that impressive.
And that's all for tonight. I think that's all I got for you. I'll have to get ready for next week. How was it? Did you have a good time? Was this good?
I did, yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely.
Yes.
For sure. For sure.
Okay, good.
Other than the freaking connections and whatnot, but I'll
Oh,
have
yeah.
to figure that out.
I am pleased, super pleased to have my new NPC in here. This is one of the reasons I had to get rid of some other ones that weren't actually doing much of anything anymore, because this guy was waiting for you on level 2. Don't worry, he'll probably die.
Good to know.
I could be bluffing. All right. That is it. I look forward to seeing you next week. Thank you guys, and thank you for your patience while I had to run out and take care of the animals. I did not expect that, and I'm glad it worked out.